Hello everyone, welcome back to Die Party Yonder, a weekly exploration into the world of Numenera and its weirdness. God, that intro sucked. But we're going to go with it. I'm going to introduce everyone who's playing with me today. First up, we have none other than Pian, who's taking the reins of Otter. How you doing? How was your previous week?
My week's been okay. I'm excited to play Otter again. I just love that her name's Otter. I just really love it. I can't stop being excited with the fact that her name's Otter. That's all.
Why is it so what about the name that's making you do this?
I don't know. I just love that her name's Otter. I just really love it.
Ian is easily pleased.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, speaking about easily pleased, let's go on over to the next person who, I haven't pleased a lot of men before in my life, but I think I could please this one, Mr. Tuxedomus. How you doing, sir?
Hey, everybody. It's true. I'm also easily pleased. I have things. When I get those things, I'm good.
Yeah.
My week's been a week. But I'm glad to be here. Glad to do some Numeneras. Figure out what the hell happened to that town. what horrors we have brought.
Robots everywhere, as far as the
We didn't do anything. It's fine.
Right. That's our story.
We didn't do it because we weren't the one holding the key.
We didn't start the fire. Yeah. Nice. Well, let's take a step back. Down and then upside down as we go to our next player, Mr. Doc Gast from the motherland. How you doing, sir?
Hello.
How was your previous week?
It's been pretty slow. It's been a quiet week.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoying it. Haven't really done much of anything.
Nice.
The occasional nap was good.
Oh, dude, man, I can't wait. Like tomorrow, I have my exit interview. Or today, I have my exit interview from work, and then I'm a free man, and I could nap.
Oh, you're officially doing it?
Yeah, I mean it's happening.
Oh, damn.
It's happening.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You'd be surprised that it's like people start paying attention to you when you quit work and stuff. They're just like, oh hey, why don't you come to my team? And it's like, no. No, it doesn't solve the underlying problem if I just change to a different team.
Right.
The team wasn't the problem. It's
all this.
It's everything. So we won't go into it though. But
sure.
Last but not least, let's go to the man who isn't the problem. Mr. Brad Dizzler, aka Sputnik71. How you doing, sir?
I'm never the problem.
He's never the problem. He's always a solution.
That's right.
Who are you gonna call?
Quick thinking.
Synergy. All these things describe Brian.
Yes. Buzzword.
Buzzword.
Yeah. Yeah, you won't believe the fourth thing I do tonight. This week was good. Yeah, that'll definitely happen. No, this week was good. I've been busy at real life work and other work.
Other assorted things.
Yeah, I've got all my projects going on that I'm continuously working and trying to get out into the world. So, scratching that creative itch.
Still doing the stream?
Still doing the streams, still doing the YouTubes, and still doing the brand new podcast.
How is that lawyer podcast going?
How's the what?
The lawyer podcast going.
The podcast? It's going well. Lots of people seem to be listening to it and enjoying it. And actually this Saturday, we're going to be recording probably 3 more episodes. So that way I can not have to do that and I can concentrate on other things. So I can just upload one a week and not worry about it for about a month.
How long? What's the runtime on that?
About 45 minutes max.
So that's like, hey, Dad, I bought a carton of beer. Let's talk.
Yeah, basically.
You do that once a month, and then bam.
Yep.
Content. Nice.
In the can.
In the can.
As they say in the business.
Yeah. and crawling his way back from the pit of hell. Wreckage fresh from the eternal darkness, but still hasn't quite left it just yet. Is our game master.
Did we skip Doc, or did I just miss it?
You missed it.
You missed it.
Okay,
I do it in this order every week, and you.
I would.
0 out of 10. How could you?
Mhm.
I don't even know how I could have missed it. I was right here the whole time.
Shaking my head.
What did he say? Did he say?
Pay attention next time, Wreckage. God.
Blimey, crikey!
Never loved me.
I fought a croc today. I forget. Is it something like that?
Yes, that's exactly
Yeah,
it.
twice actually.
All right. Hi everybody. I have a webcam again because Tuxtradamus got it for me because he's the nicest and
He's 10 out of 10.
he's 10. He's Dan out of Dan.
10 out of 10.
Dan, you go to the store, you get Tuxtradamus.
You know, I kind of wish that we had for you a desktop microphone so that you could stay in fucking camera. Like,
why would a desktop microphone make me stay in camera?
because then you have to sit in the one place to talk into the microphone.
Look, I am a fucking free spirit, and
Peacock Captain.
I'm going to sit however is most comfortable at any given moment, and you're gonna deal with it. Why is my fucking space so dark? I don't live in the void. Everybody else is just... Doc doesn't have fancy lighting. Brian doesn't have fancy lighting.
I bought a new light.
Okay.
There you go.
Dan probably doesn't have fancy lighting. Tux, do you have fancy lighting?
If you call a lamp fancy lighting.
Yeah.
But everybody else just lights their room as they normally do, and they don't look like they are.
You see, okay, let me point a couple things out.
Sucked into the eternal darkness. I have this.
The difference,
fucking
wreckage.
I have this fucking thing.
Wreckage.
It still isn't enough. It still looks like I'm in the goddamn Gigaverse.
Wreckage. Maybe if you didn't have black fucking walls that absorbed all the light.
They're green. They're green.
Okay, I'm gonna point this out. Look at every single scene you see here, aside from mine, right? Because you know I'm a fucking professional.
It's just a fucking room for everybody else.
Do you notice something in them that yours does not have? Let me give you an answer here. It'll help you. Natural light. Do you see that?
No, they don't. Doc doesn't have natural light, and Brian doesn't have natural light.
Do you see
Yeah,
it?
the sun's going down.
And both Tux and Pian live in the Eastern time zone, so their sun is about to go away when we're halfway through, and they still won't be in the pitch dark. Now I can open up the window, but if the sun's gonna go down.
Yeah, look at that. We can see the room now.
The sun is going down. So this is what we need to operate with most of the time.
Which is fine.
Excuses.
Anyway, let's play some Numenera.
Holy shit.
Last week, you guys found a brain in a jar. And
It was my best bud.
he gave the apparently that he was called the Apex, and you gave it back to a floating head man who didn't care about you guys at all. And then you got out of whatever you were in, and the town is on fire, and you haven't really had a chance to look at it.
So I play in all the Die Party games, like every single one. Right? And the only game that when you explain what happened last week and it doesn't make any fucking sense or help is this one. We play in a game where we play in a Warhammer game and we can describe what happened last week to a fucking layman. But this game is like, yeah, we went underground, found a brain in a jar, and then we gave a statue another key, and now he controls an entire town. And it's like,
Also,
okay.
shit's on fire, yo.
Yeah.
So you see a servant, he's like, shit's on fire, yo.
This is fine.
But you don't see a servant actually. So
Yeah.
you guys are in the main. You guys are you're high up. The manse is very high above ground floor, even the basic level of the manse. You're in the feasting hall, and you can see out over the city. There are 3 major plumes of smoke billowing out of large holes in the ground. If you've ever seen video of that town in Pennsylvania where the coal fires have made the ground fall out underneath, that's what's happening. There are underground fires, and buildings and ground has collapsed into those spaces. You can hear and see, like little ants in the distance, people running around frantically and screaming. The manse is abandoned, as far as you can tell. You don't see any servants like loitering around.
Manse is the mansion, but like just a different name for it, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Manse is a smaller mansion.
It's our house.
It's, well, no, Manse is not.
I get
it's
it.
not
I just
smaller,
wanted an
it's like a
explanation.
compound.
Yeah.
Look, Manses are, whatever. Look, it's very complicated. You're not rich. You don't understand.
Okay.
I don't understand either. I'm not rich either. It's like the difference between a yacht and whatever the other thing is.
A schooner?
A
schooner?
schooner
It's
is
a schooner.
Is it a yacht or a schooner?
It's a sailboat.
So, yeah, shit's on fire, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Records, do we know what started the fire?
You did.
We didn't start the fire.
No!
Oh, Tux, don't.
I mean, to be fair, he did say there were 3 big holes in the ground, and you did set it to the boom thing 3 times.
Well, you know,
Maybe,
coincidence.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are there 3 giant holes in the ground?
Correlation is not always causation, you know.
Yes,
That's
there
true.
are. Tux, are you going to tell the joke that you should tell at this point?
What?
3 holes in the ground? Come on, you're the punster. 3 holes in the ground. Well.
Ah! There you go.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed that I'm friends with you, Wreckage.
I'm disappointed that Tux didn't do that.
Wait, you're
I can't see the holes in the ground.
I set him up for it.
How far away are the holes from us?
The manse is at the northernmost edge of town, up against a small rocky outcrop. The walls of the city make a circle coming out from that point. There is one hole that is closer to you, one hole that's sort of in the middle of town, and then another hole that is on the wall of the city, and the wall has collapsed there because of the cave-in.
Do I smell smoke?
Yes.
Okay.
You also hear screaming and frantic, panicking noises of a populace.
What's happening?
It appears there's been an attack of some sort.
Someone started some fires.
Oh no.
I know. I don't know what kind of sick bastard would do it, but there's like 3 fires. Part of the wall has collapsed. I couldn't tell you. We should probably go try to help these people. Someone's attacking.
Is there? Can I roll my? Can I use my common sense merit right here, Wreckage?
You don't yet have a common sense merit, but you are. The funny thing about the common sense merit is you, as a human being, are allowed to have common sense.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well. Can I? Is there? Do they have like a tower or some sort of peak or whatever, or like a thing of this house?
The highest point in not the highest point of the manse is the highest point in the city. You are not at the highest point in the manse.
I want to go to the highest points in the manse.
I
want to look out and see the carnage.
You are getting a perfect view from here. Like you're getting a perfect. You can see all of it from here.
Okay.
You can see the whole city from here because the level that the feast hall is on is already above the manse's.
All right.
Personal
So
wall.
using my perception,
Right.
can I see a cause of this confusion and chaos? Like,
3
you know-
fiery cave-ins.
3 fiery cave-ins? All right.
Yeah, in the city.
Is there any sort of organized effort to combat this stuff.
Yes. You can see that there are people who are specifically trying to... But the best that they're doing is, like, bucket brigades. So
Okay.
it's you know, their capacity to squelch a cavern fire is probably nil.
What about, like, you said it's a cavern fire?
Cavern fire, as in the ground. There are open spaces underneath the city which are burning, and that has caused the collapses.
Like, there's an underground tunnel, and it's, like, on fire, and it's, like, collapsing the roof?
And it's collapsing the ground underneath the city, basically.
Where's Ven?
That's what I said. What happened to Ven? Because
He was in the
he
city.
kind of left.
He was in the city peddling goods.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Ben.
What did the city always look like this?
Oh, only for the last 400 years or so.
It's been like this for a while, trust me.
It's been on fire for 400 years?
I don't know.
It's a slow burn.
It's a
So-
new-
Is that
Numenera.
Philandus speaking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is new since we went in.
Oh. Well,
Why did they say it was 400 years then?
We're trying not to panic you.
A lot
don't-
of, a lot of people tend to make jokes about these sorts of situations, you know, to make it a little more lighthearted. And
We call it gallows humor.
Yeah.
oh,
I
okay.
mean, a lot of people are probably dying right now.
We should go help them.
And it's
Come on,
hilarious.
have a giggle.
Dude, does...
Hilarious isn't a word I would use.
I mean, horrible.
Who has...
I just look
better.
at Philandus, like a Philandus' brain, like the brain in the jar. It's just
Does anybody have a fire squelching Numenera?
I mean, at best, I could maybe.
I could blow some air on it.
I can project warmth at it.
That's
I can
probably...
attack it.
Those are all very anti-helpful.
Okay.
No, we can. Is there like a? I can't see. Damn. If anyone was hurt, I can try to help them.
Maybe that's the best we can do is just sort of direct.
Maybe the first thing we should do is just go towards the nearest hole.
Yeah, sure. Let's do
Sure.
that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
first thought
yeah.
was to like bury the fire, but it sounds like it's a bigger problem than it just being like.
Yeah, I
a-
think whatever's underground would continue burning.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. You guys head toward the nearest hole, which is just out of the compound of the manse.
Okay.
When you get to the gate of the manse, or where the gate is supposed to be, there's just a ladder going up and out.
So the gate doesn't work anymore. It's like sealed.
Well, you remember that they used the apex to open the gate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Whoops.
I mean,
Oh,
the fire's outside, so they were technically safe inside. They should never have left. Let's go.
Yeah. I'll climb up over the ladder and head
Mhm.
towards.
Yeah. They have another ladder on the other side too.
What's the point of having a gate then? Oh.
They didn't put the gate there.
I know, right?
Anyway, you guys head up on over the ladder, over the wall.
Mhm.
And as you draw closer to the hole, you can see that several first-story buildings and perhaps half of a two-story building have collapsed because of this. There's just the streets have a very low-lying smoke in them. So while you were in the manse, you had a pretty good view, but in on the streets, it's like the scene from Batman versus Superman where the building collapses and they're just...
Wait, you actually watched that? I'm sorry, don't use that as a reference.
Never saw it.
No, I didn't see it. It was in trailers. I didn't want to say, remember those pictures from the World Trade Center when a building collapsed and it was all smoke? And yeah, I didn't want to do that. So I went for the movie. Thanks for ruining it, Dave. So the streets are filled with a haze, and and all of you are limited to 10-foot visibility, not just
How's it feel, suckers?
nigh.
And all you can see is the fog of dust in front of you. It's like like walking through.
And every once in a while, like someone runs past you either in panic or with purpose. what specifically are you guys looking for here?
What's in the hole?
Black flame, smoke, rubble.
Is it okay?
Can I use? Is there like? Can I use my skill of zoology to see if there's a creature that would do this?
No. Yeah, you have to have a little bit of zoology to go off of. If, like, say, there was a giant shedded skin or something next to this.
Fair enough.
Is this like natural fire? Like, does it behave the way that natural fire would? Like, is
No, it definitely has a fuel source. Which, I mean, natural fires can have fuel sources, but it's continuing to burn and it's burning very black, which means, you know, it's not just.
Okay, so it's kind of like what a gas
like
fire
dirty
looks like, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a gas fire or a tire fire, or you know.
Okay, or perhaps maybe. I mean, the only thing that I can think of still is to just fucking smother whatever's down there. But like,
Well, can we grab, like, as someone's running by, can I grab them and just ask them what they saw when it happened?
Yeah. Oh, you. Whoa. Yeah. It was a quake. It was a rumble first. There was quakes, and then the buildings just started caving in, and then smoke.
how long
and
ago?
fire. Oh, like, he says the times ago that you used the apex.
like turn the apex or gave the apex?
No, the 3 times that he made rumbles because he kept doing the thing that caused distant explosions over and over and over again.
I mean, how are we to know?
You heard
There were
distant
rumbles!
explosions.
Well, we heard a distant rumble. It could have
It
been.
could have been the Angels bowling.
It could have been another door opening in the thing that we were downstairs.
Anyway, his
doing,
time
yeah.
frames match up to it.
Okay.
Radio.
I'm gonna look at Monty and be like, I think we might have had something to do with this.
I think we might have made a mistake giving away that key.
I mean, at least I can't turn it to that position anymore.
I don't think giving away the key caused the problem. I think it was.
No, but whatever it is,
What are you guys talking about?
half destroyed this city, and now we know
Like 30%.
Quiet now. PCs are talking. NPC. I had to put my hand on his lips, push him away.
That's
now.
not how this works.
I know. I'm making funnies.
I mean, big giant head dude didn't seem to really care about humans. What's to stop him from setting off the rest of whatever these are?
He also seemed indifferent to us.
That's
Seemed to
true.
be.
He did let us out.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that his shit is what's on fire. I don't think he's happy about that either.
So,
Maybe that's why he asked for the apex back, so you'd stop blowing up his facility.
that's what I'm thinking might have been the case because, but also to that regard, like, how has no one ever blown up anything using the apex? Like, if you hand random people this fucking thing and say, whatever you do, don't turn it in your hand because it's gonna blow some shit up.
Maybe it had limited range. It only worked
Underground.
down there.
Well, to actually point it out, you guys had to make a difficult Numenera check to see that it even had different positions.
Oh, yeah.
To discover that it even had different orientations, you guys had to figure that out. So
Oh, okay.
it hasn't always just been obvious that it was like, oh, here, you have a go. Rubik's Cube explosion.
Is everyone? So are people trying to put out the fires, or is everyone just like, get the hell out of here?
Oh, yeah, well, so there's an attempt to organize a bucket brigade on one of the fires, but it's not doing anything.
Right.
Like there's.
Are they doing well, or is it just not helping the fire at all?
It's just not. They don't have. They have a bucket brigade. They don't have fire trucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
And
have.
especially if there's like a fuel source like that, it's not gonna.
Yeah, there's an organized effort by the city, and the structural organizations of the city. They're trying to do something, but it's not doing anything.
Well, I think this city's done for. Let's just move on.
Job done. Can we help to sort of maybe organize an evacuation? I mean, is there danger of further cave-in?
That's something that you don't. It looks like the underground fires are already
Contained?
where the cave-ins already are is where the fires are.
Okay, so you don't think more is going to cave in?
Are they connected by like a is it like, are they triangulated in like a you know?
No, they make more of a like.
I mean, it's always going to make a triangle. I get that, but like, are they the same distance away from each other?
No, they're not equidistant. They don't make like a perfect
isosceles or whatever you call it. Yeah. Okay, well, I think these guys have it in hand. Maybe we should just leave.
I hate to agree with the kid, but I think this is beyond our control at this point.
Yeah, I don't think we can do anything.
For the fires, no. For the people, we might be able to.
We can help them evacuate for sure.
I mean, I can definitely talk to the dead ones.
That's something. Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do you say we try? What do you say we try to organize an evacuation?
To where?
Get these people out of the town, just out of this town. We've
To
closed
where?
so we open up the trade route.
Know of a town that's mostly empty buildings.
Yeah, there's plenty of places for them to live up there.
Well, it's also like a hike through a desert.
Better than living in
Also
fire.
not on fire.
We bring them back to the other town, and then they
Is
start
most of the
there.
city fine?
No. This town is many times larger than that town. There is no way all of the people could move there.
What I'm
This
saying
is
is, like,
I
they
mean,
move
some of them
there,
are dead now, so there's fewer of them.
and then that
This is
town
a
becomes
city.
this
That
town,
was
and then this town
barely
becomes
built.
that town. You know, they just swap.
I mean, they could build new buildings.
Well, not with their magic concrete stuff, because we turned that off.
When you were up there, is most of
turned
the
it back
town
on.
still fine, or is it just
Magic
later?
concrete stuff?
Oh yeah, there was a machine that they used to build their buildings, and it doesn't
Synthetic
work.
plastic.
Yeah, it was like white goo. It was great.
Like concrete?
I think
though?
it ran out.
Well, they had a machine that made that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that machine could smother the fires.
Don't know.
Mm.
Did we ever figure out how to work it?
I mean, we
just
know
turned
how to
off.
turn it
Well,
off.
Completely.
Well,
fucked
we
it
turned
off.
it back on. We turned it back on for them though, because they freaked out when I turned it off.
Yeah, you turn it back on.
Yeah.
But
So
you
it's
never-
on.
You never looked at it really.
You know, that's not a bad idea. Let's try that.
Yeah.
Phil, you're so
Good
smart.
job, Phil.
I'm a brain in a jar.
It's literally all you can do.
See, this is the thing that gets me about Numenera. It's just like, well, you could use a strange machine to create a plastic or a synthetic cement over the hole. I was like, I mean, sure, but I never would have thought of that in real life. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think it would produce that much.
Yeah, I was thinking
amount.
it'd just be like a brick
Fill a
and then
bucket.
Well,
another
it makes
brick.
concrete, right? So, and it makes an infinite amount of concrete. So it doesn't
So let's-
make a
let's-
lot all at once to just sort of like.
Let's direct the bucket brigade
Rad
instead of
to
using
fill it up.
water using the goop. The goop stuff, the cement stuff, the
Okay, so the servants were all gone. Did the mayor go with them? Was he anywhere nearby?
He wasn't the mayor. He was the.
I'm pretty sure he was packing his bags as we were moving in. He was like, bye.
No, but you don't know anything about their whereabouts. You
Okay.
do recognize that actually some of the bucket brigade appear to be servants from the Mans because they had a uniform.
right. So I mean,
Well,
someone's
let
got to
me
be.
talk to them because they,
Mhm.
like, yeah. I can't talk to them, so someone else is gonna have to do it.
I'll go up to him and tell him. I'll grab one of the servants.
Hey, what?
Um,
I'm working here.
Hey, you know that machine down under the manse?
What
It spits
what?
out that building material.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys should fill those buckets with that instead of water. Try to smother the fire, because obviously the water isn't doing you any favors.
I'm not capable of making that decision.
Well, who is?
Talk to the captain of the guard.
Oh, for God's sakes, get out of my way.
Push
Where's
him
the
into the
captain?
fire hole.
Get out of my way.
Hey, look, the fire stopped. Oh, man, let's just throw people.
Oh,
in.
wait, this is the guy that I pissed off, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Hey, Nye. Can you
Yes,
talk to this guy?
yes, I can try.
I don't think he likes me very much.
All right, lead me to him.
I'll take her by the arm.
You just strategically rip her dress in ways to make the conversation easier.
Jesus, Dave.
I mean, we are playing the same game, right?
What? Anyway, yeah, you can lead Nye to eventually through the chaos. You can just find the captain of the guard. I won't make you roll for it or anything. You guys over there and get the wounded and the fucking, orders. I ordered black coffee, you bastards, man.
They're the loud yelling guy, Nye. That's who you need to talk to.
Okay. Hello, sir.
What, ma'am? Please, this way to safety.
No, we were thinking the machine that's in the manse that makes the material. Since that can make an infinite amount, maybe instead of wasting all the water trying to put the fire out, which doesn't seem to be helping, maybe you could use the material to try to smother it.
That's brilliant. Who came up with that? The same guy that put the thing together.
That's an interesting thought, little lady, but I don't think that machine outputs enough for us to, we got a waterfall over here that we're using to supply the bucket brigade.
Is there any chance that we could, say, modify it to,
Maybe.
work to only, work to a higher output than it's still working right now?
I am good with machines. I mean, maybe I could take a look at it.
Well, then that's your guys' prerogative. You get that thing to start churning out more than it does, and yeah, we can fill in these holes.
Giggity. Let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna go run towards that way, and take a look at it.
All right, you guys go up a ladder. You go down a ladder, and you go into the manse. The shed is out of the way. It's inconvenient. It's in the shed, down to a cellar, down a hallway to this machine.
Sure.
So already that's a lot of distance.
Is the machine attached to anything, or is it just kind of sitting there? Is it pipes going into the ground and stuff, or is it just a standalone machine that produces material?
So it doesn't obviously go into the wall, but it also isn't obviously disconnected from the wall either. It could easily be fed by some pipes, or it might not be. These are things that further investigation of the device could yield more information.
I think time is of the essence, though, right? So that's kind of.
Well, I was thinking if we could move it, if we could get it outside and closer to the holes, we could just turn it on and let it flow in.
I mean, the only thing that makes sense is
anybody that wants to learn something about this device in particular or attempt a modification.
I do.
Call out a roll.
Can I do Numenera?
Yeah, Numenera is the appropriate thing, but what do you want to accomplish with the roll?
I would like to know whether or not we can use its functionality without it being connected or stationary as to where it is right now.
All right, see if it can be moved. All right, Numenera difficulty 5.
So 4?
Yep.
Oh!
What would you like your major effect to be?
There's a put out fire button.
It's
on it.
actually pocket portable. It just folds up in with the chair.
Yeah, can I actually just take it with me forever?
Oh god.
Can I just keep this thing?
Can I make a suggestion? Could the major effect be not only do you figure out if and how we can move it, but also how to increase its output as well?
Or hear me out. I use it for my own personal gains. Okay. Maybe it's I can maybe I can know how to movement and
Know how to move it. Okay, and
that I can. So what does it actually make right now? Is it just like a paste that fills a bucket? Like, what is it?
It basically has it has a funnel that looks a lot like a concrete mixer's funnel, and out comes a slurry that
Can
isn't
harden with
concrete,
time.
but is essentially concrete, right?
Okay.
Like it's concrete is the it makes a slurry. It makes a hardening slurry.
Okay. Okay.
So do you want your major effect to be that you can move it?
Yeah, and increase its output, I guess. I mean, that's really all we need to do with this thing. So.
All right, that will be a separate roll that I'll give you advantage on, but you can figure out how to move it, and
What's
you
advantage
sort of,
do? Do I roll 2d20?
No. It's not the advantage here. Is literally just another tier. Well, actually, you need 2 advantages to get a tier. I'm gonna give you 2 advantages to give you a tier.
Okay. So it'd be
So something like the high
task.
ground
Yeah.
and the sun is at your back. Those are 2 advantages that would give you a tier reduction.
Okay, what if I'm in a lava pool and we have lightsabers? Is it
Do
just
you
the
have
high
the high
ground?
ground?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Then it's over. It's over. We have high ground. It's over.
Your new empire.
So
Anyway.
you're underneath it, sort of like a mechanic in a car, and you're rifling around, and you pull.
Yeah,
thing.
maybe I'm just kind of like looking at it, it's like, huh, this kind of works like a body, and I'm just like, maybe then it's like, man, this is like the heart, and
No,
this is
you
clearly
just,
the
you just pull like a
intestines.
thing, and there's like a clunk, 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 and
Don't ruin it for me. Ruin
the
it for me. Oh my
the
God.
things that look like table legs on this that sort of prop it up and keep it in the middle of the room split open, and they are spider legs, and it takes 2 steps away from the wall.
Oh, can I use this as like a? Can I ride it?
I knew you were gonna fucking say that.
It takes 2 steps away from the wall, and there is a tube connecting it to the wall, but it's spooling out.
Okay.
Man, you ruined everything fun. I want to ride that thing like a horse. Like, I want to ride through the world, the 9th world, on my fucking cement horse. You know what I'm saying?
If you want to now increase its output, that would be another Numenera roll.
Well, hang on. What is its output at the moment? How much does it actually produce?
12 gigaquarts.
It sort of like gently pours out, like
It's like an ice cream machine. It's like
if you turn it on, it's basically it like makes like an ice cream machine come out. Like he says, like a really slow. Like,
Okay, so it definitely needs to be cranked up before we can do anything useful with it.
yeah.
I want it to come out like a fucking like a fire hydrant and just like.
All right, so it's difficulty 5. Your advantage from the previous major effect brings it to 4. Your skill brings it to 3. It's an int task if you would like to lower it further.
Sure, fucking man, why not?
All right. It is now spend the 3 or the 2 if you have edge. I forget if you've got an edge yet.
Yeah.
And then roll them bones.
Are you fucking kidding me? Anyone got an XP?
Yeah, you re-roll that. I'll spend an XP.
Sweet.
All right, mark your XP, Spence.
How much XP do you have? Oh, okay, never mind.
Hey, now you have a minor effect. You want a lot of it. You want it to spurt out, right? So,
Yeah, I want it to basically just make like a fucking like it like. Have you seen that GIF of like, oh look how easy it is to make a pizza, and they just spin this base underneath the thing and it just goes, it just sprays out shit. I wanted to do that, but on a larger scale, where the pizza is the giant hole in the ground, and
Really interesting way of explaining what you want.
hey man, look, I play a lot of role playing games.
Do not.
I'm also
Milo-
I also have the mentality of a child in this game. So
Milo tickles its balls and a bunch just spurts out.
Do not Google uncontrolled spurting. I mean that sincerely.
I'll try to find the
Like,
GIF for you
seriously
guys.
So you basically find a gear that you can crank, and if you crank it, the tubing that sort of connects it to the wall goes from limply hanging there with obvious fluid moving through it to like rigid with how much pressure it has, which allows it, of course, to produce more.
Mm-hmm.
And you can walk it out of the shed, and its pipe will take it just over the wall. But the bucket brigade can start there.
Oh yeah, there we go.
With enough. So yeah,
Will it sort of flow down the hill towards the hole as well?
No,
I think it's too thick for
it's
that.
too thick, and like also, the city is level, so you wouldn't be able to really channel it to each hole.
I mean, that depends on how much
All
food
right,
we put
can we make a roll to disconnect it from the hose and then have it work still, or is it like is the hose feeding it like
It's
life?
hose feeding it the slurry, so it needs the hose.
Okay.
It needs the hose.
Well, we've done what we need to do now because they can just go here and get it.
Yeah,
and now that it's out in a bunch, they can.
You've significantly improved the prospects of the town recovering from your own meddling. The captain of the guard arranges a bucket brigade from this machine.
Oh, okay. I know exactly what this looks like now. Right? The first guy goes up to the thing. There's a line of people with buckets. He's like, "Okay, turn it on." You turn it on, and you know that GIF of the girl putting putting a fucking like a Mentos and a Dr. Pepper, and then she's like tries to stop the spurt coming out. It's like
I know that one. It's the classic.
Yeah.
It's the classic.
Yeah. So that's what it looks like to the first guy. He just covers in this fucking goop. He's like, wow. Yeah. And then they readjust.
And then
their
the
line.
town has a nice statue.
Here lays Bobby Gray, died trying to put out the fires.
They started to
brave
figure it out. They instead of like they had one line of people with the buckets in the water.
They
with
just
the amount
stand
of
in a
pressure-
line and just like everyone just tips their bucket like this, and it just catches big gloops of it.
But what they're doing is they now have they're 3 deep of a line of the bucket brigade, so they're getting 3 buckets moving along, and they work into the night with no obvious progress.
Now that we've done that, like while we're still hanging around, I'm going to like help heal people. So like if anyone's like, "Oh, I got hurt in the explosion," I'll touch them.
So the thing is that there are a couple people with smoke inhalation issues. They have set up a first aid tent. There are a couple people with smoke inhalation issues and a couple of people that got hit with debris. But essentially anybody who was actually over the cave-in is gone. And there's been no attempt to even search for survivors.
I mean, they may still be down there. They're not. We can't say they're gone. They're just
Well,
lower than
fill their graves filled with fucking cement. Let's go.
I mean, they're probably dead.
Would my touchy hands help with smoke inhalation?
Yeah. Your touchy hands will heal anything.
So
Your touchy hands heals headaches, man. Come on.
right.
Like,
So I want to do my touchy hands, but I also want to not let people see me doing my touchy hands.
turn around. Don't look at me while I'm massaging. you.
Don't look at me while I'm healing.
I can't do it while you watch.
Tux, perhaps check which mic your Zoom is using, because
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's being weird.
no, you
It-
sound
you sound
much
echoey.
lower quality than usual.
Mm-hmm. How about now?
100%
Much better.
It was using the webcam.
You should also check.
Me?
You should also check. Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes you've sounded better, so just in case. Yeah. So you
Boobs.
want to stealth magic heal people.
Yes.
That sounds tiring. Why don't you just
The
I
major
don't know.
the major problem with that is not other people, it's the fact that you're actually treating mostly conscious individuals who are like fine, like they're okay. So hiding it from the individual that you're actually magically healing is going to be exceedingly difficult.
I think what it's gonna be is like I'll like pretend to do other stuff, but then while I'm doing like, oh yeah, here, like eat this herb and like
just
do this
feed them
thing.
horrible
And then
taste.
while I'm like patting them on the back to be like, oh, you're gonna be fine. And that's when I actually do it.
Oh man, this herb like feels real good. It's It's just tea though. Oh my god, I need to eat more tea.
Yeah, you need to eat more tea, man.
And now you've caused a much longer, slower death for him, due to consumption of excessive tea.
How much does it cost you to use your power?
Nothing.
Nothing. All right.
Well, it's 1 and 1, so yeah.
Right.
Boom.
All right. Let's make an int-based deception roll then.
Okay.
We'll turn this into one roll, which will cover all of it.
Okay.
Which will increase the difficulty slightly of the roll itself.
I'm good at blending into the crowd.
Hey guys, where's that healer? I can't find her.
Oh wow! Suddenly I feel really good.
Wow, it's so fantastic.
Hey, did you heal me magically, lady? No, it couldn't have been you. You're too easy to blend into the crowd.
Too stealthy.
I am
Fucking Kermit the Frog here, healing everyone today,
It's not easy being green.
using my God-given talents.
Oh my god, that'd be terrifying.
It's not easy being blind. So, I mean, you could blend if. So what you've described to me is you are treating an individual and pretending to treat them with something else and then using your powers.
Mm-hmm.
Blending in with the crowd doesn't.
If it doesn't count, it doesn't count.
But you could say that what you're actually doing is like just sneak touching people when other nurses are working on them and doctors.
Oh, that'd be man. I like that better. I like that a lot better.
Now you like that better, but do also recognize the two different ways that those fail, just in case that was a failure state. Because one of them is, are you sure this herb's what's worried? You do have magic powers. The other one is, why are you touching my patient and glowing? So just keep that in mind.
And blowing?
Glowing.
Oh.
Because my hands do a weird thing when I touch your hands.
See, I heard something completely different.
Yeah, you hear a lot of things completely different. This is difficulty 5. Blending into the crowd will lower it to 4. It's an int-based deception task if you want to use effort.
All right, I will effort. So now down to 3.
Why are you blowing my patient? I'm the night shift, sir.
Okay, let's do this thing.
I just have his best.
Oh no!
Oh god!
No!
You killed him.
No. I mean, instead it's.
Hey, it's the second coming of Christ.
Why
Holy
are
shit.
you touching my patient and glowing? Hey, I feel better.
Oh my god, it must be a healer.
Oh, you're a healer. She's a healer. Everyone.
No. You're just a real. No,
Everyone
you're
touch your exposed
You're very
skin
good.
and
I'm
her
just trying to
eyeballs.
comfort everyone. You're just a really. Obviously, you're a very good doctor.
Now you've got like 2 nurses grabbing you by either hand and like, no, please come to this one. This man has very serious.
I look worriedly back at my friends like.
They didn't come here with you. Help heal people?
Damn it!
Those jackasses?
No.
Now, you know what? I would
They
have.
weren't here at all.
You know
I
what?
caused this whole problem.
No, here's the thing, Wreckage. I 100% would have come with her because that way I can also offer advice as a priest of the dead for all the dead people.
In case you die, here's how it works.
Well, the problem is all the dead people fell in the hole, so there's no dead people at the tent.
I know. I'm going to offer condolences to everyone. I'm going to do my priestly thing of walking around being like, may they all rest in peace. Don't worry, your husband's in a better place now. Even though you won't retrieve his corpse, and he probably burned to death very painfully, his soul is moved on to a much better place.
Try not to think about the fact that he could be alive and stuck down there.
I need you to make a might defense roll, Nye.
Okay.
These are really insistent nurses.
Oh no.
This is difficulty 4.
What are they doing to me? Oh man. Okay. I'll effort that.
Tearing her.
I'm really weak. I'm really weak right now, you guys. So just
Wreckage, since I'm with her, and the way I've described my power before, could I just sort of activate my power
No.
and just scare people off?
No.
Why not?
Because you can't activate your power.
Like, I have a skull in my backpack.
You connect to people, the dead, the minds of the dead, and
but I've described it
the
as
power
being sort of
mechanically
like
does not give you the ability to intimidate people with it.
I thought we were playing a role-playing game, but whatever. Okay, fine.
That makes sense.
I mean, you can attempt to try and help her. That's certainly not an option.
Yeah,
But
stick out. Let's go.
This might defense roll is essentially they are going to run you ragged.
Oh,
that makes sense.
People aren't going to leave you alone.
I mean, the other option is we kill everyone in town, right?
That's not quite the.
Oh my God, she's a healer. Stone her. It's like
What was it? Was it 3 or 4?
You have now lowered it down to difficulty 3.
Okay.
With effort.
Okay. Hey!
All right. So
those noses are dead.
My major effect is they all think it was a dream.
that is unfortunately not a possible major effect.
Come on.
So this roll was to see how well you actually handled everybody pumping you for healing. You have handled it so well, like you've taken this completely in stride. You healed the entire town. Like literally, like
I'm burning to death. It's like, here you go, and he's like,
go.
wow, now I'm not burning to death, and my hemorrhoids are cleared up. That's amazing.
I can ride a bike again.
You've done everybody in the first aid tent, and other people have started to come with other problems that didn't happen during the crisis.
Yeah, I've got an itchy foot.
Yeah, so thanks for all that stuff. So my wrist has been hurting for like the past 3 years, and it just, can you take a look at it? Like,
You realize it's
Fine.
like it's like suddenly 6 hours later, and you
Right, yeah, I've just been like all day just like could my
Say
major
7
effect
Holy Marys
So what do you want your major
and
effect?
stop masturbating.
could my major effect be I tell them it was all a Numenera that is now worn out.
Oh, so they stopped bugging him.
Right, so they're not like, oh, you're a weirdo with powers. They're like, oh, you just had this piece of tech that's now broken.
No. So this major effect has to be about basically how well you took it in stride. You can make a deception roll to try and lie to everybody that it was a piece of Numenera.
No.
You can, but that would be a separate roll. For now,
I don't have a lot of points left.
Can
You
she
could-
fake her in death with this 20?
Yeah, could he use that major effect to
Yes.
gain more points?
Yes, a major effect for this could actually be that you roll a 1d6 recovery.
Oh wait, that guy with the
Okay.
broken wrist shows up and he's like, my wrist was broken, and then he just like, you look in, there is
make
the
an extra
cipher.
recovery roll, because actually, Nye, you feel really inspired by this. You feel really good about this.
I feel good and bad because I'm directly doing what
Guys.
Flay told me not to do.
Use the
Yeah,
paste
you might
and
really
build
not-
me a pedestal
But,
so that I can
come on.
sit upon it.
Hold on, like Nye, this is good.
I know.
You saved lives, and everybody is so ecstatic, and you're making so many. And it's only taken 6 hours, and you've healed.
That's true. Nye probably does actually feel pretty good about it. Like there was
dozens-
probably an initial like
dozens
crap.
of hours.
There was
Anyway.
probably like there was probably an initial like she's healing and it's just like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? What are they gonna do? And then eventually there was like, oh, a little girl got healed, and no, this old person got healed, and it's like, okay, I feel pretty good now.
Roll a 1d6 plus 1, and this is how much better you feel just because you did all this healing.
Okay.
You
Put that
feel
back into
3
might.
better.
I feel 3 better. Putting that right back into might because I was down to 2 might.
Yep. So you feel a little recuperated by it.
I also like the idea that I'm sitting next to her, and she's like got a sign that says healing, and mine says like dead.
Consultation. Like
Dead question mark?
Dead question mark, yeah.
Yeah, dead question mark, and her line is really long and mine's like really short. I'm just like,
Your line's not moving at all. It's a bunch of dead corpses.
and I'm just like, It's like
he's got like the little booth, and you see that it said like 5 shins, and he crossed it out to 4, and then 3, and then he just keeps crossing out the amount.
Is he at this point talking to the skull because he's just like, this is dumb.
This is stupid. You're all stupid.
It's like, hey, my wrist hurts. It's like, maybe you've died. Can I have a look?
Maybe you're dead.
That's. I mean, I'm no doctor, but that sounds a lot like death to me. So.
So we're at the top of the hour. Let's take a 10-minute break, or not 10-minute break. Let's take like a 3 to 5 minute break.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
What do other people do? The Bucket Brigade is trying to put out the cavern fires. Milo is with Nye, trying to give advice about all the people who aren't dying.
No, I'm acting bodyguard just in case people get a little too like, because you've seen it before, right?
A little too handsy.
People will go like sort of. I want to touch the Messiah. No, I want to touch the Messiah. No, I want to touch the Messiah. You know. And
right.
you know,
if we cut a piece off and take it home with us, we can use it later.
Out of all the people in the party, Nye is the one I'm closest to, so it kind of makes sense that I'm here doing it. So I'm happy to just.
I agree. So you are playing bodyguard. What do the other party members do during the 6 hours as the town sort of the fires don't get put out, but over the next 6 hours, panic sort of turns into
acceptance.
Okay, well, not immediately into acceptance. This is our life now.
I like the idea that this is giving up on the fires. It's like, and here we see sandcastle entry number 2 is actually a whale, and the guy's like, yeah, I built it.
So no, in 6 hours it doesn't go from panic to acceptance. It goes from panic to like situation under control. There's still a situation, but it's under control, right? Like
everyone's doing something instead of just running around screaming, going, "Ah!" They're all.
Well, the people who are going to run around screaming have found a part of the city far enough away to just calm down and stop.
You can't hear them screaming anymore.
Yeah, it's very much a situation where the doers have congregated at the actual fires, and the panickers have fucked off to the tavern that's at the other side of town, and they're doing good business right now because they're selling a lot of alcohol. Because people are drinking their problems away.
Of course.
Right.
We're really good for business everywhere we go.
Yeah, you guys are you basically just you're a hot steaming injection into the economy.
So I think during the 6 hours, Otter is talking to Belandis, trying to figure out what the fuck happened.
I don't know.
I was a brain in a jar.
No, not about the situation we're in currently.
No. Yeah, that's what he says. I don't know. I mean, I remember us. I don't remember as much of a town here when we found this fucking place and went downstairs, and then I remember there being trouble. And now I'm a brain in a jar, and you seem pretty okay, actually.
I mean, the entire purpose of why I was here is kind of moot at this point.
Well, I mean, don't give up hope, Otter. So the person who made your brain augmentations is dead. And for like 600 years, and he can't fix you. But I'm sure we can find someone who can fix you, and then we'll have all of your memories, and then it'll be like nothing ever happened, except for that the rest of our party died, probably down there, horribly 600 years ago.
Along with everybody else, you know.
I like the idea that they're also in the jars, except we killed them as well. Maybe it was only the first jar that we turned on who gets the power to live. And
Otter, look, Otter, come on. I'm a brain in a jar, and if I can come to terms with that, then you can come to terms with having a bit of amnesia.
I mean, I guess you are in a worse position than I am.
Yeah, fuck I am. I don't have arms or legs. I don't have a butt anymore.
Hey, I don't have a butt.
At least I can't smell your farts anymore then.
Where does the poop go?
My body is a temple.
Out of his
My body
mouth.
was a temple. God damn it. Can't even tell that joke anymore. Yeah, look, this shit happens, and fate has deigned that we would come help this expedition instead of completing ours, and hopefully they will help us regain your memories and recover 2 expeditions worth of knowledge.
They don't really seem like a helpful bunch.
That blind lady seems pretty okay.
She's the only one, though.
I have a feeling that they sent the others out of the village just to get rid of them.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Look, they did spring to action to try and help the problem that they caused.
That they started in the first place, yes.
And only the one little.
Well, at least we
asshole
didn't get
suggested
locked
just
ourselves
leaving.
locked inside of a fucking vault and die.
You're not here,
Look at my
bucko!
hands. Look at my hands. They're so good. I'm so glad I have them.
Or I'll just be the bigger man and walk away, huh, Brain?
It's what I'm saying is the village, at least 600 years ago, the village was very, very careful with who they sent out, and obviously these guys are willing to do. They're willing to risk their lives to help, and you know, I remember more than one time when we were trying to help and we made things worse, and that's just the way that things are out here these days. You know, they regret it and they're trying to help, and we're stuck with them anyway because I don't know where we are or how to get home from here. You were the one who knew that, and now you don't have brains anymore. I mean, you have brains, but they're empty.
I think she's just like, I can't believe. I guess you're right. We have to go along with them and figure out what to do from there.
Do I need to be plugged in?
Would you like me to just turn you off again?
No, I'm having the thought, like, don't have a mouth to eat. Do I need batteries?
Where were you when they found you?
There was a shelf with a lot of brains in jars, and then
were there cords on that?
No, but
shelf?
They were all off, and then they turned me on, and I was awake all of a sudden, and then they turned other people on, and they melted.
Okay, can I make a Numenera roll to figure out what the fuck this jar is?
Sure, it's difficulty 7.
Ah! Okay, why not? Let's just, so Numenera would take that, so difficulty 6.
Wow. 18 fired, 19 on the roll.
It's weird that you can do this, but you can't remember how you got here. That's weird. What if it's your brain in the jar?
You've been inceptioned.
Yeah. What would you like your minor effect to be? If you have anything, if you have a thought, immediate thought, I'd be happy. You can wait until I describe.
Ooh, make his voice into like Antonio Banderas.
I'm not gonna do an Antonio Banderas voice.
Dude, that's his voice.
That's what he sounds like.
Explain it to me, and then I'll.
The jar is it is a suspension that preserves a brain, but it also interfaces with that brain, and can force the brain to experience things. It's sort of like a matrix box for one brain.
Wreckage. You know I haven't seen The Matrix.
Okay, I know you haven't seen The Matrix, but it's sort of that's for other people. It's a computer that hooks up to a brain that makes the brain experience things.
Okay.
It also has an interface for that brain to communicate with the outside world for some reason. The jar is not made of glass. It is made out of glass steel, which is a substance that's pretty rare in Numenera. It's really strong glass.
Oh, so we can sell and make a lot of money. Sweet.
The interface is fused to the glass. You can't separate it. You can't really open this thing.
I mean,
It's glass, so
it's glass steel.
You'd probably need like a grenade to open it, honestly.
do we have a grenade?
Listen, we're not blowing up my friend.
Can we get a grenade?
Where's Ven?
Now, he won't sell me explosives. He doesn't trust me.
And as far as whether or not it needs to be charged, you don't see any batteries. So you don't see any energy reservoir or anything like that. So you have a pretty good sense that Phil is going to be just fine. Do you have any other questions about the device that I didn't answer?
Can we maybe offer some questions?
Sure.
Like,
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
what about the liquid? Is that identifiable?
She can't interact with it.
She got a knife
In the container.
She can slosh it.
It is clearly a Numenera liquid that preserves biological material,
Okay.
and also acts as a because there's no cords hanging down from the thing to the brain, so the actual liquid suspension that the brain is in is also somehow facilitating the communication with the device, which is also why all the goo lights up whenever he talks.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what I want my minor effect to be.
What about like maybe enabling you to allow him some sort of like you look at the device and maybe there's like an output that you can like say stick an extension arm into, or like a robotic arm to give him.
I mean, you're all ports and plugs. Why can't you plug into it?
She's not all ports and plugs. She has a port.
USB-C. It's universal.
Nah.
It carries a lot of device and data and stuff.
That just does not overemphasize just how many ways you can hook up to Otter. That's all I'm saying. Your minor effect, as they say, you could open it up for something in the future. Say like, oh, it's possible to modify this device. That's a minor effect. Other minor effects could be, hey, look, this part is useless, but it's a cipher.
I'm game for that. I want that. I want another cipher.
Yeah, that's the way
All
to
right.
do it.
Then let's figure out what your cipher is.
Spin the wheel.
You got a folding dimensional chair. It's like,
1D100.
It was on a chair the
99.
entire
My chair.
time.
Dimensional picnic table. The two can never be out at the same time.
Oh, that's messed up.
That's pretty bad.
99.
Wow, 99, huh?
I want to sit down, but I also want to eat things.
Not today, cowboy.
One or the other.
Please hold.
No. Be really nice if there was a thing you could click that was just like, give me a cipher. Poop. And you got a cipher.
There have been fan-made things like that. The problem is that the only one that I've ever found,
No, just like on Roll20, you know, just like takes the tables from.
Right. What I'm saying is there is one that has been fan-made, an interface like that. The only one that I've found includes also their fan-made ciphers.
Oh.
Which are numerous.
Numeneras?
Where the sorry.
No.
You don't get a
No.
choice. I make the decisions around here. If I say there's a pun, there's a fucking pun.
Oh my god.
Can you just fucking pick one?
Sorry, guys. I had it open and then it fucking disappeared. There we go. Found it. All right. Oh, interesting.
You get a banana. It's high in potassium.
I need you to roll a 1d6 plus 1.
It's a level 6 banana.
But it can only be used once.
All right.
Damn.
But you feel full
So-
for 6 hours.
You have discovered 2 water repellent plates.
Okay.
These
Hold
are
on.
there are 2 plates. When activated, these devices repel water so strongly that for 1 hour it can force up to 200 pounds of pressure away from the user. In other words, if the plates are affixed to a pair of shoes, the character could walk on water easily. It could also be used to allow an object to float across the surface of the water
Oh.
to manipulate water. And it's 2 plates, which you could affix to your shoes if you wanted.
What about the water inside of a person?
It repels water, but
Damn.
Could you shove the water out of a person?
no. Well, so the plates don't.
I mean, you'd be effectively just hitting them with a plate.
Yeah, you're effectively just hitting them with a plate because the plates only have as much force as you.
Yeah, but it's a level 7 plate.
But it's a level 7 plate.
Yep.
Could I shove the water out of you and just leave you a dry husk? And then drink your water?
Nice.
No.
Damn it.
Okay, so what can you? Okay, so 2 water repellent plates. They last for 1 hour.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
So you could here's what you do, right? You frisbee one of these plates across the ocean and you stand and you jump on it. Because it's pushed away by water, it's perpetual motion machine across the ocean. You're welcome.
Of course.
Dave does science good.
It'll never
that's
sink. It's always moving. It can't be stopped
That's
by
what Otter
any
and
man.
Philandus are up to during the time that Nye is being revealed as a messiah. What do Ko and Monty do?
I mean, they have a tea party. It's pretty obvious.
I was probably gonna go to that tavern.
Okay. Ko's gonna go drinking after blowing up the city.
Fuck it.
Yep.
Monty?
Drink to forget.
I don't know. I'll probably join the bucket brigade.
Okay.
I'll
Oh
be
shit! I
helpful.
probably should have done that. Yeah.
Well, it's too late now.
I mean, you are going to the bucket brigade. Glug, glug, glug.
I'm consoling people in the tavern. I'm regaling them with fabulous stories.
Of how you blew up the city.
Bucket Brigade is going to be my next band name.
And we had this device, and when we set it to one,
Bucket
there was
Brigade would be a great band name.
It'd be a great band name.
It probably already is a band name.
It probably already is.
We probably don't get to get on the ground floor on that name. Co. You're drinking in the tavern. A lot of people are drinking in the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a 1d6 plus 1 to see how sad you are.
Are you sad?
Yeah, I mean, I'm joking. I'm joking around a lot, but I feel pretty freaking terrible about what I did.
Yeah, I'm pretty miserable, like, most of the time.
All right. Roll me a 1d6 to see if you grapple with your own existential... No, I'm kidding. Actually, I need you to make a mental defense check.
Mental defense check.
Yo, they
Yeah.
put some shit in this beer.
Difficulty 4.
Uh,
My webcam's good enough for you to see my cat in the background now.
how do I lower that with which pool?
Int, because it's
Int?
mental defense.
Oh yeah. Okay, so down to 3. Success.
You're not sure what happens.
When alcohol goes in your body?
But you are suddenly very short of breath, and feel like you can't breathe in the tavern for some reason, and you have a very strong and powerful urge to not be indoors.
So I'll go outside where it's smoky.
Well, this side of town's pretty not smoky.
Okay.
It's a big city. You're outside and you're breathing in deeply, and for some reason, your thoughts are fixated on the time that you spent as the worm, and you died.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't stop thinking about it.
Okay.
I used to be big and wiggly.
And it was a painful experience, if I recall correctly, right?
Yeah.
Like physically and mentally.
I mean, you basically killed yourself to death. And you experienced dying. And you have a bad time.
Well, that was a downer.
Yeah, thanks, Co. You fucking ruined everything.
Shit.
Monty,
Yes.
you're in the Bucket Brigade.
Yep.
You're doing a good job.
I feel like I should be.
Bucket Brigades, for those of you who don't know, you stand in a line, and whatever place you are on the line, all you do is get handed a bucket and then pass a bucket back so that a bucket can travel along people very quickly from its source to where it needs to be. So all you're doing is this.
Yep.
But he has a longer arm, so
I
he
can't
can...
do that to anyone, so it's like I'll help out in the way that I can do it without interacting.
Someone taps you on the shoulder.
Oh God.
If you have time to tap, you have time to stand in line.
It's Ben!
Hey! Your favorite.
Hello, Ben.
Hello, Monty.
We didn't do this.
Sorry?
We're helping. We're fixing the fires. Do you have any more buckets? We need more buckets.
There are a sufficient number of buckets in this Bucket Brigade.
You're probably right. You're a robot. You can tell these sorts of things.
Before the city was on fire, for reasons that I'm sure have nothing to do with you, as you said, I was able to perform my primary function. I've made
Trading?
many. I have made many transactions.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that you're making money. People are dying, so buckets. I'm just moving buckets while talking to him.
People have died past tense. Nobody is currently dying.
That we know of. There could be still people down there dying.
Would you like me to calculate the odds that someone survived the fall?
Never tell me the odds.
Okay.
Okay. He's that son of a bitch that replies to a really long text message with multiple questions with K.
So this is when we take a step back and everybody as a party, sort of out of character. Whenever Ven goes off and does his trading, so long as he is in your party, you guys can post facto or pre facto have placed an order with him. You can take the shins that you have, which you should be keeping track of, and say to me, Wreckage, I would like Ven to buy me a cipher or an artifact or a piece of armor or a weapon or this is that, and you can be more specific. You can say, I would like him to find me a thing that does XYZ. And I will come back to you with a price, and then Ven will come back with your product. In other words, as long as Ven is in the party, we don't have to do shopping days.
It's almost like you planned this.
We can still do a shopping episode.
Can I ask him to get me just a like a black armband?
Yeah. Why do you just a black, like?
Yeah, well, I'm going to wear it, and it's going to remind me of the pain of death and caution me in the future to be more careful and not become a bringer of death to innocents.
Okay, yeah, you can have a black armband. It will cost you 1 shin because it is a piece of clothing with no other function.
Sold.
Any other purchases that you guys had him make?
I refuse to use the help of a robot.
Okay, whatever.
But I would like to purchase some arrows.
Okay. So basically, then he hands the arrows to Nye.
Wait, no, I would go to a shop myself and buy arrows.
Well, none of the shops are open now that the city's on fire.
Okay, then I don't get arrows. That's pretty much how that works. So.
I wasn't here, so I don't buy anything.
That would be fair.
I don't think there's anything. There's nothing I want for under 8 ciphers or under 8 shins.
You have 8 shins?
I just spent my last shit on an armband.
Yeah, I can't think there's anything in particular that I would need.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can just say a cipher. I mean, you're full of ciphers.
How much do they cost?
I'm actually 1 over on ciphers, so...
Well, when it comes to interacting with Ven, you can literally give him however many shins you want to spend, and he will find you a cipher that...
Costs that much?
Costs that much. If you want to be more specific, though, like, I want a cipher that does... you know, XYZ cipher that protects.
So what was the next one up from Cypher, the one that doesn't run out?
Artifact. That one does run out, but it has a depletion roll, so it can... It eventually runs out statistically.
Cool. All right. That's fine.
But you can buy an artifact. They are very expensive.
No, I'm okay. I don't need to buy anything.
All right.
Yep,
All right.
I'm good for now.
So you have made your purchases then. A black armband that reminds you of death.
We made one sad purchase.
Also, I like the idea that during all of this, I'm now sitting upside down on my chair with my legs kicking in the air like a bored child, waiting for Naya to finish doing her messiahing. and I'm just drawing in my book, same one that I drew the sky dragons in.
You gonna draw the big head?
The big head and the city of explosions and the little tiny like goop producing machine.
Okay.
And maybe I draw like a scene of Naya, like, messiahing, being all like, whatever, like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, let's make an art roll. No, I'm kidding. You've made one already. You made one in the past. Means you can draw.
Sweet.
Monty.
Yes.
I have made my transactions, Monty, and with the city on fire, I feel it is well, I was wondering if you and the others wished to remain here.
I don't want to leave until the fire's out. I think we should probably
Even with the modifications to the slurry producing device, it will take many weeks to fill these holes in.
Yeah, you're probably right.
The immediate danger has passed.
Well, where do you think... No, not where do you think we should go. Where do you think the others would want to go?
It is an interesting question, since you have not told me your goals in traveling.
That's basically it. We're just exploring.
Well, the Bannerlands are a vast nation, but they are known and populated. There is little to be discovered in the Bannerlands. There are always mysteries. And of course, you and your friends are not native to these.
Oh yeah, this is all new to us.
It's all new to you, but depends on what level of exploration your group is interested in.
Ancient.
All things. Is there anything nearby that he knows the area really well, doesn't he? Like
he's done trade here, so he knows it as well as a merchant would, which is all well.
Okay, well, I suppose we should get the group together. We seem to have done our job here really well. Everything's under perfect control. We're ready to move on to the next town and see what we can do there. There's got to be somewhere. What's the next biggest town nearby?
If we head further inland, we come to the town of Asimid. It is less of a mercantile city, although obviously trade flows through there. Its main feature of note is a nano library.
Oh, that sounds interesting. I'm rather interested in nanos myself.
It is a small library.
I've only ever seen one book.
How to Make Friends, written by me.
What I mean to say is there is a larger organization of scholarly nanos that are in possession of many libraries and such academic institutions. This is one of them.
Okay, well, I say we collect the party and let them know that, because I think they might be interested in a nano library as well.
Very well. Please allow me to notify the others.
Thanks, I'm a little busy, and I just continue handing buckets over.
He clanks off. Co.
Yep.
Ben shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Co.
Hey, Van.
I
Say,
have spoken with
okay.
Monty.
What
Yeah.
did Monty have to say?
Monty has proposed that the group might wish to travel to the next town. He believes you will be interested in the Nano Library there, which I have informed him of.
I mean, I don't know so much about the library. All I know is that I want to get as far away from here as I possibly can.
Are you inebriated?
No. Didn't have a whole lot of time for drink. It was stuffy in there, and everyone was so upset about what's happened to this place. We just need to leave.
Yes, I understand. I am currently informing the others that it is time to go.
I'll go meet up with Monty. Get the rest of the crew together.
Of course. He clanks off.
I like how nobody's gonna tell him that there's a new member of the party.
Oh shit!
We just leave and they just like.
You're so
Guys?
integrated already. So that's a good point. Hey Van, come back.
He clanks.
I kind of feel like Ven's gonna charge us extra for an additional person, just because he's that kind of robot.
We picked up.
You're not paying him to travel with him. He's paying you to travel with you.
Yeah, but for his services as a shopper, he's it's like, oh well, these guys have already paid me, but you haven't.
We
Yes, go.
picked up a new friend, new member to the party.
Oh.
Her name's Otter. She stands out in the crowd. You'll know her when you see her. She doesn't look like anyone that lives here. Oh, she's also carrying around a brain in a jar.
His face sort of like shifts in ways that you haven't seen it shift before. Fascinating. Is the brain in a jar for sale?
You'll have to ask her about that. Pian was like, give me the finger.
Very well, I will contact the remaining party and this new member.
Thanks, Van. And I kind of like pat him on the shoulder, and I head to meet up with Monty.
Nice.
Nye and Milo.
Yo.
Ven stands out over the crowd of people that are gathering around you, and they don't put up much resistance as he casually walks up to you.
I like the idea that, the camera's on my face and I'm like, smiling, doodling in my book. And I move the book out of the way and I see Van and my face goes through a frown. I was like,
But because you're upside down, it looks like you're smiling.
yeah.
Is he standing in the way of me healing people, or is he just kind of next to me as I'm like,
Injured human, remove yourself from my presence.
The crowd has offered no resistance as he moves up to you to speak to you.
okay,
And he's speaking with you, so
yeah. So he so that kind of comes up and it's just like,
Nye,
hi Van.
you seem to be busy.
Yeah, a little. Everyone needs help, so
He leans in and says, "You're looking flustered."
I've been doing this for a little while. It's a little tiring, but I'm glad I can offer some assistance to them.
Nah, you need rest and food, and also the party wishes to leave the city.
Well, there's still people that need help. Once it's all said and done, I think we'll be good to leave.
Since I have arrived, you have treated 2 cases of arthritis and 1 hangnail. The level of help these people need is dwindling.
The fuck's a hanged nail?
Well, once I get everything serious taken care of, I think we'll be okay.
I think what he's saying is everything serious has been taken care of.
I need to know.
Nye, there is a human phraseology that I would like to impart upon you. I once heard someone say, that you do not need to light yourself on fire to keep other people warm.
But it would keep other people warm. You've obviously never felt a fire before.
How much
Finn.
wood could a woodchuck chuck? If a woodchuck could chuck wood.
I understand that a human stored chemical energy is significant, but they are not particularly flammable. Additionally, that is not the meaning of the metaphor.
No, I understand. Is basically all this like actual problems like taken care of?
I mean, people are still coming to you with actual medical issues, but none that are life-threatening.
Haven't you been
Okay.
here 3 times already? It's like, no. Right.
Well, I was walking back and I stubbed my toe.
And then I
I
brought
reach
the
into his
person
toe
that
and
was-
pull out a
Really
Numenera.
hurt.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think that man that you just healed actually had anything wrong with him.
He's just lonely.
All right, I guess I can.
I like
Say
the touch
something
of
and-
blind women.
Oh God. All right, I can say something and then we can take our leave.
Sort of stands expectantly.
I walk up and hello everyone.
Yes, it's her! Speak! Tell us your wisdom! Thank you! Oh, yes! I've never... please, my daughter, help! My baby, my child, bless my son! Oh, he's just been...
I've been able to help a lot of you. I'm
Yeah, woo, yeah, that's true.
It's like a Life of Brian situation where he's
I-
like, I'm not the Messiah. Follow the gourd.
he's not the Messiah.
He's a very naughty boy.
Trying to figure out how to nicely say I need to leave.
So I step up in front of Nye, seeing her hesitation. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
I stamp my staff on the ground. I'm just like, from this point on, if you would like to get any sort of healing from my friend here, you will need to pay 5 shins.
Well,
Shh.
Is this true, Messiah?
The Messiah
unfortunately,
is speaking through me now. You all must be quiet.
Just a child.
pay the
just
shins.
A child. What are the words of the true prophet?
we can't. Unfortunately, we can't stay here forever. We need to get going.
What? No, stay here forever. Live with us. We'll build you.
No,
a
we
throne.
can't. We have something we have to do, and I was able to help a lot of you, and I'm glad for that. But
The
you need to-
prophet has the quest, a journey from God. We must assist.
If you follow us, I will murder you and then talk to your dead body.
you can help.
Milo. Here's your chance to take donations
That's what I
for the
just...
quest.
You can help me by staying here and rebuilding your town.
And or passing around the communion basket.
Like,
We really
we
have
must
to
be
go.
strong.
We've left the oven on.
Prophet.
yes, good. You should be strong and get your town back to the glory it once had.
Oh, we will build many idols in your name as you.
That's
We will read it. What is the name of the Messiah?
don't build any.
Her name is Shins.
Don't
Shins
build-
is what we call money. That's stupid.
Please don't build any
Do you
idols.
not
I don't
see
know.
the depravity of that? Shins is the name of the Messiah.
Milo,
And this is what she needs in order to fuel her power.
that's not.
Since she has given all of her sustenance to you, fine people of this town, you must reward her.
I'm feeling weak, but that's not. We don't.
The prophet is weak. We must bring water and food and drink.
Shins, actually, Shins. She eats Shins. Because her name is Shins.
Like already, people are passing forward fruits and like a water skin and someone's like holding up a half-eaten loaf of bread.
Thank you. I'll take like a little bit, like a fruit and like. a
That's
sip
so
of the water.
good. Yeah, num nums.
And then like, okay, thank you. I appreciate it. We need to get going.
You do not seem to be making progress.
I'm not. Okay.
Here, allow me to solve this situation. Ven picks you up by the back of your shirt and walks you through the crowd.
I set off my small wristband explosion, killing everyone.
Oh God.
Should have gave us shins.
Yeah. Fucking food. Come on, man. What are we gonna do with food aside eating?
Yeah, who needs
I can't
food?
buy food with food. This is ridiculous.
The crowd starts following Ven.
No, this is. They're just following me. This isn't working. We need.
Affirmative. His legs split down the middle, and he now has 4 legs, and he moves twice as fast.
Bye, Milo.
Down the street.
Okay.
I mean, at least someone got a mount out of this.
And then, like, loses the crowd by taking 2 or 3 sharp turns. He then like stops at his cart and says, "Nye,
Yes.
I suggest that you take shelter within the cart so no one notices you.
That's.
For the time being.
That seems. Well, smart.
You are tired. Feel
That's
free
true.
to take a nap."
When I
Okay.
catch up to Ven, he's like, she went that way.
Is there like a spot that I could kind of like tuck in and kind of put a thing over me to like hide a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like there's even like actually like a person-sized gap in some of his goods
For
that he must have
smuggling children, I see.
sold.
Yeah. So I'll like kind of tuck in and get behind something and like, is there like a tarp or something over it that I can like swoop over?
He puts the tarp down after you get in.
Okay.
And it's actually pretty cozy. You can take your full
For being smuggled out of town.
So Otter, a giant robot is walking up to you.
Kill it.
I look down at Philandus's brain, and I look back up, and I'm like, I just tentatively try to look away, like try to pretend like I don't know why this.
Here's
Hello,
your new body,
miss.
Phil.
Just
What
connect the
did
brain
he
on.
say?
Hello, miss.
Hello, miss. Hello.
Are you the one called Otter?
Yes.
I have been informed by our mutual friends that you are now a member of our group.
Yes. I would
We are
agree with
leaving
that.
We are leaving the city. Additionally, is the brain for sale? No. No, I am not for sale.
Yeah. Otter like clutches Philandus close and was like,
Ven's
no.
eyes go wide. It talks. Of course I talk.
This raises the price.
This raises the value.
How
No,
does
he
4
is not
shins
for
sound?
sale.
I can stretch as far as 7.
Are you sure? He is quite valuable.
I am 100% positive. Thank you.
I could make you a
No.
really cool hat.
I understand. If you ever get sick of it, I will be happy to sell it.
You hear that, Phil? Don't piss me off.
You can't just sell me. I'm a person.
Your brain.
Correction. People sell people all the time.
Got him.
Also, you don't have arms or legs to resist.
I like the idea that I start to like the robot because he hates the brain. You know, like
Otter just kind of like, don't worry, Philandus. You are fine with me.
until you're not.
I feel very helpless right now.
Well, you're a brain in a jar, so
I'm feeling objectified.
I mean, well, you're a brain ninja.
You are an object, as are all things.
Especially me.
I just where are we headed and where are we meeting?
One of your party members has suggested that we travel to a city known as Asamid. It has a library that your friends might be interested in. We have not specifically decided where we are going. We are meeting at my cart. I will take you there.
When he says library, Otter's eyes like light up, like they widen. And she's
You mean like LEDs like turning on and blinking?
Yeah,
like...
yes, like LED, yes, like LED lights, yes, just
like the front of
pupil,
a car.
like the
yeah. Fog lights turn on.
And Otter just goes, "Oh, please lead the way."
He leads you to his cart.
Am I literally the last person to show up at the cart because you fucking ditched me?
No, you get there before even Ko, I think.
Yeah, because I'm on the other side of town, right?
He went faster than you, but you know where it is. Like, he really just went fast to lose.
Well, I guess we lost the Messiah. Let's not follow her friend or anything.
You're a kid. Why would they follow you?
Because whatever. Doesn't matter.
It was the whole thing of you trying to extort shins out of them as well. They probably.
Maybe I am like, one of the apostles. They don't know that.
There you go.
So, you guys are all at the cart. Nice sleeping.
Ven told me that there's a library, something to do with nanos.
Yes, I heard something about a library as well. I would love to be able to check it out if we could.
There might be some information for us there.
It is a nano-run library, not a library that loans and rents nanos.
It's worth pointing out that one of us can't even see paper, so there's that. Also, what else is in this town, and why would we bother going to it? I thought we were supposed to, find things that weren't already documented heavily, like a town.
Oh, is that your goal?
I mean, that's my personal goal.
I mean, there are books there that might interest some of us, things that not everyone knows. They might have rare books, things that have...
Well, yeah, and it doesn't matter what other people know. It matters what we don't know.
Right, what the people in the valley, right?
What valley?
No, that's out of character. Like we're looking for
stuff in the valley that doesn't know, so they don't know that town's out there because they haven't left the valley.
Right.
Then ornaments should be seen, not heard. Okay.
I just look at Milo and I'm like, you really are just a little jackass, aren't you?
He just really hates robots.
You should really understand the context of our conversations before you start saying things like that.
In my experience, he hates everything.
And that's not true.
I
just hate things that try and steal money from us.
And also anything you encounter.
No, I pretty much like the stuff I encountered in the town. But
I didn't try to steal money from you.
He's technically
You seem to very not like me.
Well, you live for 600 years by laying on the ground and closing your eyes. That's reason enough to at least be suspicious of you. And you've yet to not prove that suspicion.
Woman who can see.
I've known her my whole life, you ignoramus.
Big word for a kid.
If you knew anything about me, you would realize that I'm probably older than you are.
And you're a weird child who says he's older than other things, and you're. I
think Otter's just like, I lived for 600 years under a tunnel.
Well, I wouldn't call lying on the ground, closing your eyes, and being asleep alive for 600 years, but you can call it whatever you want. I call it you possibly being in some sort of like state of unrepair. And to be honest with you, that's not exactly living. And I wouldn't say you, if you are in fact not a robot, the only way you would have survived that is by not aging. So technically, you're not 600 years old.
I have lived for 600 years. Over 600 years. Therefore, I am over 600 years old.
Well,
This is a dumb
if you had
argument.
allowed me to inspect
we're
you,
all
I
going to
could
die
tell
of
you how
old
old you
age
were.
if you guys keep doing this.
I would like to see the library. I would like to check out what they have to have.
I just climb into the back of the cart, and I'm just like, yep.
I mean, Ben only suggested the library as one option. I don't know what else is around.
Oh no, majority rules. Let's leave already.
Okay.
Well, all right then.
Rolling.
Ben will pick up the cart, or one end of the cart, and start wheeling it out towards the other end of the city from the one that you came in.
Cool.
And nobody's reacting. Nobody's like, hey, there's the dude that stole the Messiah.
No.
Okay.
It's late now, and he lost the main group, and they also have orders to rebuild the town, you know, to praise the Messiah. You're muted, Tux.
I know.
So they're getting to work probably. They let you out. I mean, there's no, they're not locking anybody in just because half the town's on fire. And you guys find yourself in the open, sort of gray wastelands of that surrounds Xanadu.
Great. I feel much more at ease around less people. Except now we have two of the most suspicious people in the world in our party, so there's that.
Have I been resting for an hour?
Yeah.
Damn it!
Oh.
Got him.
Actually, if you roll a critical one, you don't get healed at all. No, I'm just kidding.
We're taking
You actually lose all of your might pool and become impaired.
and die.
Oh no.
It's already like afternoon or later afternoon, and some of you suddenly realize you haven't slept in like 2 days actually. So I assume you make camp and have a dinner and get some rest.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up from my nap
Good.
so I can go to sleep.
Me though.
Me IRL.
Me IRL.
So
No, yeah, like after like a while after we walk out, I just kind of slip out of the back of the cart and like
Like you're
So, yeah,
inside
people
a
can
sleeping bag already with the thing on, you just wiggle out like a worm and just...
So yeah, you guys can make your remaining rests,
Okay.
your rest checks.
4.
How many rest checks do we get?
The,
So it's
know.
right below your 1d6 plus. So on your character sheet, there's a 1d6 plus 1. You see that?
Yes.
Right below that, you see a 1 action, 10 minute, 1 hour, and 10 hours.
Yes.
How many rolls you get in a day? When you click the 10 hour one, when you check mark the 10 hour one, all the other check marks clear. So it's like during a fight, you can use your 1 action to roll a 1d6. If you have 10 minutes of rest, you can use your 10 minute. If you have an hour worth of rest, you can use your hour. And then if you sleep for a night, getting your 10 hour one, all of them clear. And you can start again.
Okay.
So if you haven't used any, you can roll all 4 right now.
Okay.
Because you'll spend an action resting, then 10 minutes resting, then an hour resting, and then 10 hours resting.
Okay, and then so that it'll automatically clear once we're done. Like once we get out of here, right? Is that what I'm?
No, after you
Basically,
have a
in the
long
morning,
rest.
reset.
Yeah, whenever you sleep for 10 hours, you get
Are we going to sleep?
yes.
Okay, so
You're
yeah.
all sleeping, so you can all have four, and then at the
I
start.
don't need any more.
Well, then you're fine.
Yep. Then uncheck all the boxes and then yeah.
Okay, okay.
All right. So, does anybody else need to make recovery rolls?
Nope.
Already done. I'm at full ultimate power.
Are you at ultimate power?
Yep.
How about we take a break?
Yeah. Let's take a break.
Yeah, can I do some moon shit? What's the cycle of the moon right now?
It has been let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It has been a week since you guys left. That means it is 1 week since the full moon.
Since the full moon. Okay. All right. I don't know. Like, what do you think is appropriate here in terms of religion? Like, what would be something that I would, do on occasion? Like, so maybe this is, maybe because last time we described this big altar thingy that you set up for the moon or whatever, it was like out in a secluded space. It was in the forest, right? Or something like that. Yeah. So
it was in a forest cemetery that the village maintains.
Yeah. So maybe I take that skull out of my bag that I have. And I do a little. I guess I sort of present it to like any remaining moonlight that's out there, and I help it pass on for the most part, or in a way that I would see normal. And this would be like in the middle of the night, so I don't know if anyone wants to be awake to see it, but I would just do it regardless.
All right.
Yeah, so I imagine it's a lot of like, God, there wouldn't be any like sacrificial stuff or anything, but I imagine it'd be more like prayers, I guess. I don't know. I think that's appropriate.
So you say you're doing this in view of the camp?
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm off to the side to not wake people or anything like that, but it's not like I'm doing it in the middle. And I'm doing it like away, I guess, far enough away from the fire where the moonlight can actually be not affected by it or something, but yeah.
All right. GM intrusion.
Fuck yeah, which one are we up to?
This would be the one that you don't get an XP for.
Cool.
Who would you like to give an XP to?
That's a good question. Who's closest to 4 right now?
I have 2.
I have 2.
Well, you're supposed to choose like a role-playing reason.
I know, but like right now, I don't think anyone has done anything like completely standoutish, right?
On the other hand, you could say who has. I think somebody gave you an XP to re-roll earlier.
Yeah, that's we'll give that back to Monty. Yeah, that's fair.
Thanks. That's actually the second time you've done that now as well.
Yeah.
You got a 20, and you got.
Yeah, that's right. Last week I got a 20 on there. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is different. This is like a GM intrusion that's happening to me or whatever. So.
You are far enough away from the campfire that that you are only. Your goal was to be far away and far enough away from the campfire that only the moon would light you.
Yeah.
You are doing your
Prayers, I guess.
prayers. When something tackles you to the ground, and before you know exactly what's happening, there is a firm, gloved hand holding your hands behind your back, and there's a knife to your throat.
So, the way that I described this happening to Milo, he wouldn't be like tense. You know, he wouldn't be like, there would be no struggle, really.
Right.
He'd just be like, you know, I guess my face is towards the ground, right?
Yeah.
So maybe I'm just like, you know, it's a human hand. Does it feel like a human hand grabbing my hands or whatever?
Yeah, it feels like a gloved human hand.
Okay, I'm just kind of like, hello, friend. What seems to be the problem?
What seems to be your boggle?
Yeah. My name is Bamboozle, and I'm here to rob you. And I'm like, well, that's really nice, Bamboozle. I don't really have any money, though. Would you like me to offer you a prayer in exchange? And he's like, wow, you do that for me? And I'm like, of course. We're all children in the moonlight. He's like, well, in that case, sure, yeah. Let's have a prayer. And I was like, okay. Tell me about your most recently.
Knife still to your throat.
What was that?
The knife still to your throat. Yeah, let's have a prayer. Knife still to your throat.
So the thing you need to understand about Milo is that he doesn't care whether he's going to die or not. Like, as a priest of the moon, which is essentially like, you know, because there's the sun priest, which is what Naya's a part of, which is like, you know, life, birth, whatever. There's the death priest, which is the moon, which is about death and you know, cycling back into birth, I guess, for the most part. So death is going to happen, and as someone who is very closely tied to that religion, I know it's going to happen at some point. So it doesn't really bother me that he's got a knife to my throat. So, you know, it is what it is. I don't know how much more time I can buy the GM, so it is what that is. So, what is you know what is Monty dreaming about? I want to know that. Are you like
Marry women?
Are you like on your side, like running like a dog when it sleeps, sort of thing?
Sorry, everybody. You know, you tell people I got a show at a certain time, and they just don't.
They call you like, "Hey man, how's that show going?" And you're like,
"It's happening right now." Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. Can I let you go? Well, I just need to tell you about how everything's fucked and you're straight shittered. I'm like, that's great. Thanks for the bad news. Can we talk about the bad news? And I'm not in the show. Thanks. So yeah, gloved hands are holding.
Oh, we've already resolved that.
No, you haven't.
Yeah. It was great.
No, you haven't, because I'm the GM. You haven't.
He's praying with me. So.
There are gloved hands holding your hands behind your back. There's a knife pressed to your throat. A gruff voice that you can't see his face, but he leans in next to your ear, and
it's for real estate.
He whispers. He whispers. Your shins in your Numenera, where are they? Cooperate and keep your life.
I just sort of look at him as like, are you hungry? Perhaps we can feed you.
Don't play with me, boy. I'll slit your throat.
Oh, I'm not afraid of that happening. I'm more worried about the life that you're living.
Real charity case, me. You know, my mom left me in the gutter and he punches you in the face.
Okay.
Wait, how does he? Wait. I have a question. Question.
Yep.
How does he have two hands holding his hands behind his back
He's got
with one hand to his throat?
He only has one hand on Milo's hands. He's got one and a knife. When you hold a knife, you hold it like this.
Okay.
And punches him with that hand.
Okay.
A third hand comes from.
It's not unlike Numenera for people to have multiple arms and hands and etc.
Okay.
So, yeah, he gets domed. You can make a might defense to mitigate the damage, but you can't dodge for obvious reasons.
Okay, I got my defense skill. What am I rolling?
You're rolling at difficulty 4.
So 3.
Yeah.
Nice. Odyssey and intrusion. Let's go. I get XP for this one, so I'm fine.
You are knocked out by the single punch.
Cool. I don't get XP for ones, do I? No, you don't.
No, those are free intrusions as well, and you don't get one to give to anybody either.
Do we hear Milo's unconscious body flop to the ground?
If you didn't hear my praying, you don't hear the unconscious body flop.
Yeah.
It's one or the other, people. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
I gave you an option to be like, hey, what's Milo doing? I wonder if I can do some role playing. But no, you guys were like,
I'm sleeping. I've been healing people all day.
Sleep. And he's like, yeah, well, that ain't my fault, bitch.
I'm a messiah. I need my rest.
I'm a messiah. I need my rest.
And then on the 7th
yourself,
hour, he rested.
Take a little cat nap.
Messiahs don't get rest, Tux.
This one does.
Okay, so yeah, what's next? Does my body get dragged to the thing and gutted and shivved?
So open up character creation.
Sweet.
Monty.
Yo.
You're used to sleeping outdoors. You've done a lot of hunting.
Yep.
You have constant fear and paranoia that you will awake in the middle of the night to find that you have slaughtered the rest of your party members and eaten their entrails.
That's a thing.
I think
Can
it's
you pull the mic closer to your mouth, Wreckage, by the way?
I think it's safe to say that you are probably a semi-light
sleeper. Yeah, probably something along those lines.
Semi-light sleeper. You are awoken by bright lights, brighter than the campfire, and as you rub the sleep from your eyes, you notice that Ven has some sort of like spotlight thing, and he's spotlighting the desert around the campfire.
Okay, I guess I'll get up and go talk to him, see what the fuck's going on.
And you say,
what the fuck is going on?
Thank you, Chuck. Yeah, you were muted at first, but I could see what you were doing physically. Yeah. Wow, Chucks is dying. Chucks is dead. He's dying. He's dead. Ven replies, Milo has not returned. He went out into the night to do some human thing and hasn't returned.
He's a priest. He's praying somewhere.
It has been over an hour, and I have consulted your brain in a jar. My name is Phil, and he says
Shut
that
up, Phil, we're talking.
he says that Milo's ritual should not have taken this long.
I mean, I guess the brain would be aware of the ritual.
Yeah, he's from the valley.
He's from the valley, yeah.
All right. We'll go find him. So I'll go to wake Nye up in the way she can't look, and then I'll go and wake Ko up.
Oh, what's going on?
I think the boy's missing. Well, the
Wow.
robot thinks the boy's missing.
I
Which
also
way did
think
he
the
go?
boy is missing.
Oh, and Phil.
All right, Phil. Which way did he go?
That way.
You don't
Okay.
have fingers. I don't know which way you're telling me to go.
Shit. Ven.
There's-
And Ven points. He went off to presumably find a secluded location to do your human
10 out of 10 words.
words. I got the best words. Everybody says.
You got the best words.
You think he was praying, Monty?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think the ritual should be lasting this long. And I was sure he was reasonably close, right? Like,
He just had to take a really long poo.
I can't find him with my spotlight.
I feel like maybe we should at least go and have a look and see where he is.
Yeah, he's been gone too long.
Do we want to wake the others?
That's probably a good idea.
All right. So, I guess we'll wake everyone. I don't know what the blind chick's gonna do to help look, but I guess
That's just rude.
it's realistic, okay?
Look, she's differently abled.
If he's been injured, she might be able to help him out.
Yeah. All
Also,
right, well,
she can see better within 10 feet than you guys can.
And we might as well wake Otter up because if he is dead, she might get really excited about seeing his body.
That's a good point. I think she's already excited.
We're all excited for Milo to die.
Great.
That's not what I know.
Otter and Nye, you are both awoken and are both informed that Milo has been gone too long.
Milo's missing?
Affirmative.
He went off somewhere and hasn't come back.
Well, come on, let's go. Let's find him. Get up and
Yeah.
Let's
Head towards the. Can we see? We can see the path he took, right?
I mean, I'm a child. It's night. You tell me.
Yeah.
Is it still dark or is it like actually
yeah,
that doesn't matter.
It's very dark still.
Doesn't matter.
Ben can lead you guys the direction that he stepped away from the fire. But
Okay.
because at this point it was too dark for me to see which direction he may have gone.
Do we see the skull?
Nope. But you guys can make sort of investigative perception checks to see if you can
Aha. I took perception.
within 10 feet.
Aha.
I'll look around.
So it is difficulty 5 for everybody except for Nye. It's difficulty 6.
And
Of course.
this is an int.
Yes.
Okay, I'm
Aha.
I'm going to
Nye wins
spend.
anyway. Don't spend any effort now that he's.
Okay.
I mean, you can, but.
Shit,
No,
I'm
you
gonna
got
roll that until I get a 20.
Brian, you gonna roll just for the shits?
Yeah, sorry, it was a 6. I mean a 5.
5 for you.
Yeah, nothing.
All right. Nye, your supervision within 10 feet can see his footprints.
Aha.
And also clearly more footprints and signs of a struggle.
I mean, I didn't struggle, but okay.
I mean, he threw you to the ground whether or not you were resisting.
Right, yeah. It's probably just, it's like super dark, so when, like, I just see the imprint, like my weird vision goes into the impression of his feet. And like, oh, hey, cool, feet prints.
Yep.
And then, yeah, we like go over and... So I'm doing the Aragorn thing, like, there was a struggle. They moved them over here. And then the hobbits.
You see signs of a struggle, a blood splatter, but a small one.
Mm-hmm.
Not like a slit throat, but more like a bloody nose.
Yeah.
And then literally footprints going off into the night and something being dragged behind it.
Yeah.
Dear
So
God.
so like we like get there, like I like say like, oh, I can see the footprints. We track them over there. Mention that I see blood, and then I guess we all just want to follow the trail?
Well, any in-character reactions to this information?
Yeah.
I just roll my eyes and I'm like, oh, let's go. I've got a jar in my hip.
I suppose I'd probably like crack a torch out.
Yeah.
See what we're doing.
Hey, Monty, was it?
Yeah.
Just a thought here. Nah, you said there was a struggle?
Yes, it looks like it.
Well, since you can see in the dark, perhaps us lighting ourselves up with a torch when we're going after somebody in the middle of the night, not the best idea.
I mean, you say that, but we can't see.
No, but Nye can.
Yeah.
Nye can lead us.
If we
Well, if I trip
fire?
over a branch, Phil, we have legs and feet to worry about.
Yeah, we still need to be able to. You know
It's
what?
a
Fine.
desolate wasteland.
I'll put the torch away, and I'm going to get a
All
glow gun
right.
out, and I'll be ready to crack it as soon as we find something. If that makes you feel better. But I'd rather not stumble
Look,
into
all I'm saying is that I have experience as an adventurer, which apparently you guys don't, and I've been shot at by bandits in the
Okay, how about we focus on finding Milo right now?
I like the idea from the
Alright.
distance
Brain
you
jar's
hear,
being
you hear like,
sassy.
but
I
you
understand.
put in a jar.
Look, I have 530 years of survival on you. Just because I'm in a brain in a jar, I'm not dead. He says.
You
back to
can't
you.
even kill yourself.
Maybe I can if I try really hard.
You're gonna outlive us all by default. It doesn't make you a
If
better
everyone,
adventurer.
if everyone
Default.
believes really hard and claps their hands, Phil can kill himself.
Grim.
Jesus!
He could have an
That's a
aneurysm.
Peter
I
Pan
like it.
reference.
I
I don't know what
like
you're
it.
talking
Yeah, I remember them killing themselves in Peter Pan.
No, they're all clapping their hands to believe, so shut up. All right.
Like Peter Pan shows up at the windowsill and says, "If you just believe, you can fly."
Okay, so we follow the trail.
Yeah.
He says you
Nah,
can believe
lead
you
the
can fly,
way.
they just like jump off and die on the ground. They just
That's like the robot chicken version. I don't know if they did that. Anyway, following Milo. Hey, you follow the trail of footprints, and then the footprints go away, and there's some other footprints. These are like animal footprints.
Can I use my zoology to see if I know what kind of animal this is?
Yeah, you can.
But you
What-
can't see in the
what-
dark, so you have to light a torch.
Difficulty 5.
Oh fuck!
Difficulty
what are we
5,
on?
so difficulty 4.
Damn it, Phil.
But you don't have any torches because the other one's just burnt out.
Okay, I'm done. I know nothing. 0 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'll spend an experience for her to reroll.
Hey.
Guys, experience is kind of rare.
The experience is kind of rare. Don't worry about it.
The
I don't know,
experience,
man. I got 6.
It's spent.
it's okay. You can reroll.
Okay.
Pian. Good job.
God damn it. You owe me some experience.
Now, if it was like the basic difficulty, then yeah. And if it was a linchpin, yeah, maybe. But I know, it's just Milo. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, let's just move on with our lives.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was doomed anyway. We all knew it.
Oh, yeah. That's the point. That's the joke.
I mean, when the doomed guy goes off into the night alone to pray
To the dead god. You know, like...
To the god of death. Yeah, something's gonna happen.
Mhm.
So what I will give you for your wasted experience point and 2 rolls, even though it's not a success, I will give you the information that these animal footprints are very far spaced apart, as if
Something was running.
it is a fast-moving animal, like say
A giraffe.
Oh, okay.
A giraffe. Yes, a giraffe.
Giraffes are
Really?
fucking super fast.
Really had to spell that one out there.
Don't you sass me. Giraffes are fast. All right.
I'm not saying they're not.
I'm gonna look this fucking shit up and give you the actual
Stupid
speed.
tall horses.
Yeah, exactly. It's a horse that's taller than a normal horse. That should be fast, yo.
I just turn around, or like I lean down on the ground, I guess, and I look at the.
Mhm.
Like,
60
the
kilometers an
like-
hour maximum sprint of a giraffe.
That's pretty fast.
That's pretty fucking fast.
pretty freaking fast.
I kind of know how fast that is, but I don't really. But I think it's pretty
Here,
fast.
let me mix that over to like non-world.
American.
Us Imperials.
Put that in
Yeah.
freedom. Put that in freedom units, please.
Yeah, put that in freedom speech, please.
Anyway.
No, we need this is important wreckage.
37.2823 miles per hour.
That's pretty fast.
For an animal to move by itself, that is very fast.
I guess.
For a stupid long horse.
And it also has a giant neck, in case you forgot about that.
So it can run that fast.
It runs
and
so
whip you with
fast.
its neck.
No,
Wait,
it runs
yeah.
so fast that its neck leans back, and it just becomes like a bullet.
So Otter, does Otter inform us?
Yeah, I informed that it was like the person got on a
Yeah,
mountain.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Oh.
she's looking at the prince. He's like, it's a goddamn giraffe.
So I have an idea then. Who weighs the least amount?
Milo.
Phil.
Well,
Phil.
not of the people that could do anything useful. Who weighs the least amount?
Oh.
Well, there's
Is
none
it-
of you.
Is it Is it Nye or Otter? I would assume it'd be one of those two.
I'm pretty
All
sure.
right, small contest.
I'm pretty. You know how small I make all my characters, Tux.
Well,
But you got a bunch
I mean,
of metal
what
in
I'm
you.
saying is that
Listen,
we know Ven can
I
run
must
really
be
fast.
the smallest.
We know Ven can run really fast while carrying someone. So maybe
True.
Ven picks one of you guys up and runs ahead, and the rest of us.
Now, I
fall
like the
behind.
idea that he takes the brain with him. You know, like. And then
They
they,
No,
run
no,
off
no.
to the
Yeah, then he
distance,
runs
Ben's
off
like,
and sells
I'm
it.
telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then the GM saves me with 2 GM characters. I mean, like.
No, I like that idea. Ven, do you think you might be able to follow fast, and then the rest of us can come behind?
Problem.
Would he leave his cart behind? Probably not.
I cannot see the tracks.
Maybe you should light a torch.
Phil's earlier wisdom still applies.
Oh, he's the same person, just different NPCs. I get it.
What if you carry Nye? What if you carry Nye with you? She can guide the way.
Possible.
For a short distance,
Let me ask you a question. If you're
In 10-foot
if you're
increments.
sitting on a device that's moving 60 kilometers an hour, and you only see 10 feet, but you see 10 feet perfectly, would you be able to like direct the thing with enough speed? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right? Yeah, like I don't know if it
I
might
can-
not be.
I can run fast, but I don't think I can match the speed of a mount either. I would be able to travel faster than the party as a whole, granted, but just
Should we just?
I don't think there's any point of Ven showing up there alone. I think we all need to just
Yes.
make speed.
Let's just track it. Yeah.
Okay.
He's got to be going somewhere. He's on a living mount, so he's not traveling across country. He must be nearby somewhere.
Proposal. It may take some period of time for us to catch up. Perhaps we should disassemble our camp, follow them.
All right. Let's get our things and head after them.
Otter's just muttering under her breath as she turns around and starts walking back towards the camp.
Oh no. You have to save a party member.
All right, so we follow the tracks, right?
She just wants to see this fucking library. She's like, "Oh, you're holding me up to see this library."
Pan, don't get your heart set on anything in Numenera. That library will be like
No, she wants to
destroyed
see the
within 3 minutes
library.
of us getting there.
She wants.
I know.
Listen.
Maybe her, whoa. Maybe her heart's broken when she gets there, and while the last time somebody turned the library into a giant fish.
Because that happens.
It happens in Numenera.
I wish I could be a giant fish.
Things happen.
And she'd still be interested in the fish. Look, it all works out. Now we're just taking extra time to just go see this goddamn fish.
All right,
We could have seen this fish.
Feel free to go see it.
Tracks. They are traveling. What's the word for intersect when something intersects like this?
Yeah, intersect.
Perpendicular.
Perpendicular.
Oh,
Tracks are traveling.
Perpendicular is like that, though, right?
that's parallel.
That's parallel. Perpendicular.
The tracks are heading perpendicular to the road that you were following to Asimid. So
Boom, boom, boom.
straight away from the road.
Okay.
It is. You guys travel through the night, and what's left of the night, and it's beginning to dawn. The sun is peaking. Now most of you can see the tracks as light fills the banner.
If it's a barren wasteland, how are there tracks?
It's like gravel.
I thought it was like a salt bed or something like that.
It's not a salt bed. It's like gravel.
Okay.
It's a rocky wasteland as opposed to like a sandy one or a salty one.
Or a teenage one.
Right. God damn it. Now I'm upset. The tracks, as you've moved away from Xanadu and away from the road, the frequency of banners has increased once again. The silken flags that dot the banner lands are becoming numerous, and you can see that the tracks, weave through them deftly. You beeline to follow them more accurately as the sun rises. Somebody who isn't nigh can make a perception check,
Okay. Sure.
and not Milo.
I don't have a skill on perception, so.
You don't.
I
need it.
don't
Oh.
either.
It's
But
difficulty 4.
Okay. Oh shit!
What would you like?
isn't that the third nat 20 this
Yes.
session?
What would you like your major effect to be?
He
Monty?
gets XP.
You can't get XP from every major.
No. I don't know. So wait. Well, I'm making a perception check, and I did it really, really well.
Right.
So maybe theoretically you'd be able to like judge how
perception
far
check-
away they are by like how fresh the
Yeah.
prints are or something.
This perception check is you're putting 2 and 2 together, peeking through the banners, and seeing on the horizon a landmark or feature that the tracks are heading to.
It's a skull mountain.
Yeah, like some sort of.
Sometimes these things are a bit difficult to think. Like, what would it be? What would I get from this?
Well, so a major effect could be that
A cipher.
Not only do you
They're
spot
all over the floor.
There's a footprint with a cipher sticking out of it.
Not only do you see a major landmark in the distance, but you can also clearly identify that it is like a bandit camp.
Sweet.
Only, since you don't know exactly what you're seeing, you could say my major effect is that I see a great deal more, or
the captor dropped Milo and didn't notice.
Or maybe he dropped one of those audio logs that explains
that was
everything.
dropped along the way. These are possibilities. Imagination is the key for major effects, which is of course why this group has so much trouble.
Under one of the banners, there's an artifact that lets us fly.
Yeah, that one.
No.
I mean, I didn't. The problem is, you didn't actually say what it was for. You just said make a perception check.
Right.
I have no idea how to improve.
And I have now told you.
Right, so
because you are seeing a landmark in the distance that the tracks are heading towards.
Maybe you see an ambush spot or something. I don't know.
no, well, it's still a big flat land, really.
Yeah, it is.
And
It
there's
is
just
long.
single
It is
landmark.
flat land.
I guess-
Flat banner-filled land up until a landmark.
We hide behind a banner, and then we jump them, guys.
We jump them.
What we
You
do
see-
is we all
you
take a
see-
minute each and just slowly start moving forwards.
No. Here's what happens. You see a group
Now,
of
you
bandits
said that in
leave the
jest,
camp.
but maybe that would work.
You see a group of bandits leave the leave the camp. They have a robot and 4 people with them and a jar with a brain in it. If you jump them and take their uniforms, you can pretend to be them.
Even the jar has a uniform.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like, it's not that unusual, right?
Actually, that's an idea. So
No, see, they
thing
all
that
have
we're seeing-
goatees, and you steal their goatees.
Oh no, you know what it is? There's a clothing line with like 6 uniforms on there, and one of them fits a robot with 7 legs.
And then another one is just like a hat for the jar.
Yeah.
Washing lawn with uniforms on it.
This is where the wind is, man. It's over this side of the camp, right?
All right, Monty.
you done? Okay. So I've noticed the landmark, and presumably
Definitely
it's
going to notice the landmark that the tracks are heading towards.
Could I possibly see a group of bandit types leaving there, and that's why I noticed it?
Sure.
Both indicating where they are and making it easier for us because several of them just left.
All right, sure. Several bandits leave the landmark, identifying it as a bandit camp. And
They're singing a
also-
bandit song, so you know it's bandits.
You can tell they're bandits because all of them, like there's exactly 7 of them, and each of their uniforms spells out
Bandit.
Yeah.
But they leave with T going first, so from our angle, it actually spells bandit. Like,
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. S goes first. So it's
Can we tell
band-
because that dude is like crouching outside the camp and is like, I need to kill things?
man, I wish I
Horizon?
didn't. Man, I did. I wish.
Horizon Zero Dawn, it was a video game?
No one plays video games.
What's a video game?
Yeah, huh? That's what we do.
What is a Horizon Zero?
Look, Nye, you couldn't even
Play a
watch
video
the screen, so you know.
So,
Sass.
Right. So you can see the bandit camp in the distance.
Yeah. Go on.
I mean, we're already following the tracks, so we kind of knew which way to go anyway.
But
Yes,
the thing is
but
that
now you know that there's a bandit camp.
With 7 less bandits in it specifically. You said we all
Oh.
heard it.
They spell out bandit. Bandit.
Bandito.
Okay, I think Otter just kind of goes. So I have this, and she takes out a glove, and she's like, if I can see him, I can get him to us.
The fuck does that mean?
How does that work?
Is it like a fucking a teleporting glove or something?
It immediately draws an object your size or smaller.
I'm not an object. I'm a human being.
It takes my
Giant
human
stick.
being.
I like the idea that you use it and that you just get my clothing and it's like.
It is like yes, this device is essentially force like lightsaber grab.
Oh, it's force pull.
It counts
Okay.
for you because you're smaller than her.
No, I'm not. We made that ruling that I wasn't.
At the very least, she could pull like your clothes, and you're in them, so that pulls you.
Right. Right. He can't have the advantage of being smaller when it comes to size.
Because otherwise, none of my spells will work.
Right. Yeah. That's right. That we had to do that. He has to still count as human sized for the mechanics because
Yes, but I'm also human sized, so it's my size or smaller, so it
my
still
size
works.
it is her size or smaller, so she can pull a human to her. That's
Mhm.
true. Yep.
Boom.
Never mind. Lawyered.
Bada bing, bada boom.
All right. So that is something that she can do as part of the rescue plan. Any other plans? We know there's a
I can get us up pretty close with the camo screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's possible.
I could pretty easily project an image of the banner fields, and it'd be more than big enough to cover all of us, and we could get right up to it.
Is it stationary though?
Handheld device projects a 12 by 20 foot image for up to 28. I don't know if it should be stationary or not. I mean, it's a handheld.
See, I imagine it to work like how you take a picture of a room, then you put it in front of a security camera.
That was sort of my interpretation of it.
Yeah.
Which isn't to say that you can't move it and the projection, but
But because when you move it right, it'll just be like a small little thing just getting closer to them. So the perspective would skew pretty heavily the moment that they get closer. So you could, like, how far can you project it? Could you project it, like, say, 3/4 of the way and then walk up to that point?
yeah, he could. Like the closer he gets, the closer to the bandit camp he could project the image in the first place. So
I don't know if there's a range on it though. Like it says it's a handheld projector, so I assume that
level is
coming
it?
out of the device itself.
What level is it?
I have no idea. I don't think it had a level.
You always roll a level. You may not have written it down.
I mean, you can just roll it now.
Pretty sure it was level 7.
I wrote the levels on the other ones, so.
I mean, just roll it now.
If like, you want me to, I don't know. Should I?
That's the wreckage that needs to decide that.
I'm looking up the thing itself to see if it can move, which is more important than its level.
That's true.
You're true.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking got him. Jesus Christ. You need to stop being so savage, Pian.
Savage.
I mean, you're destroying.
I just can't help it.
I mean, this is a family friendly stream. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't, fucking kill everyone so much, Jesus, savagery.
So yeah, this
Have to bury Tux
device
later.
projects an opaque two-dimensional screen of light that is 12 feet high and 20 feet across. It lasts up to 28 hours. The screen bears an animated image appropriate to the surrounding area, so it would automatically show the banner fields. Thus, anything behind the screen is easily hidden from visual observation unless the viewer is within immediate distance. Even then, it may be obscured depending on the circumstances.
Could the
because it's
animation be
animated,
timed?
Yes, because it is animated. That means you can move with it.
Okay.
That is the point. It's a flat screen, so you can't like curve it, right? So that's the real limitation, is that only from the direction of the screen are you hidden.
How tall is Sven?
Ven is tall.
Probably
but he's
less
not
than 12
feet
foot.
tall.
I don't know. He's not as fast as a giraffe, and he's not as tall either. I don't know what good Ven is actually to this party. We should get. rid
Well,
of him.
since we've suddenly decided the most important thing is giraffes, then maybe he's not that great. But
Can we get a giraffe robot? Can we just, trade him
I mean,
in?
that's definitely.
Milo still wouldn't like it.
I mean, it's a giraffe at that point, so that, I would.
Oh, so even though it's a robot,
It's a giraffe.
it being
so-
a giraffe is more important than it being a robot.
Yeah.
So yeah, this camo screen would absolutely work.
Okay, so they can get us close if you can get him out. Or we could just run in there and murder everyone. I mean, these guys
That's
clearly
fun.
aren't very nice.
Well, do we know how many are? We know there's some less, but do we know how
At
many are there?
least something x minus 7. You know that much.
It's at least it could be.
It's at least
7
8.
Maybe not. They may have left completely. You never know.
It's like, well,
That's
we got
true.
our dinner for tonight. Time to
There
go out
was
and
a
get
7.
herbs. It's like, I saw an apple tree about 7 years down there. We can go that way.
7 years that way.
Oh man, I can't wait to eat apples when I'm 32 years old.
Hey, Milo.
Hello.
No, Milo.
Oh, Milo. Sorry.
Get out of here, Monty.
You are impaired.
What does that mean?
Impaired is a status ailment. It occurs usually when one of your pools is depleted. However, that is not the only time that it can happen. In this case, it is appropriate that your pool was depleted by getting domed in the face.
Which pool?
No, none of your pools have been depleted.
Okay.
I'm saying you are impaired simply because you had like a concussion probably from being knocked out.
Okay, but what does impaired actually do?
Impaired is a wounded or injured state. When an impaired character applies effort, it costs 1 extra point.
Okay.
So 3 to 4. An impaired character also cannot receive minor or major effects on rolls.
Perfect.
And he and you have to you also can't get bonus damage from
Great.
17, 18,
Yeah,
19.
cool. I mean, I'm tied up anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, impaired's not that bad.
Hmm.
It's the first one. You wake up though, which is why I'm telling you that you're impaired. You are in a closet.
Okay.
Just come out. It's a safe place.
Can I
We're gonna
move
judge.
at all?
Your hands are rope tied.
Just my hands?
Yep.
So I can
Feet
stand
fine.
up?
Yep. And they're tied behind your back.
Okay, well, I turn around and try and open the door with my hands.
Yeah, you do.
Great, I open the door.
Yeah.
And I walk out.
You're in a passageway, I suppose is the most appropriate thing, not a hallway, because it is hewn from rock. It doesn't look like it was carved. It looks like this is natural.
Okay.
Yeah. There's like a stool nearby and a table and like a lit torch. And there's like a hole in the wall that light is streaming through, but not big enough to get out.
Okay. The torch is lit. Can I try and burn the ropes?
You can.
Okay, let's do that.
So rope doesn't tend to ignite, tends to singe.
I mean, it singes enough to the point where I can get out, or at least break it so I can apply some strength or whatever.
Sure, yeah. So basically, you have to hold it over the flame,
Mm-hmm.
and the thing here is that you can break the rope doing this, but it would require you to expose your hands and wrists to flame. Essentially, the trade-off here is you're going to take some damage in exchange for destroying the rope.
I'm
But
cool with that.
you're going to be aware that, ow, that hurts, so you can also not do it.
No,
It's gonna be-
I'm fine with I'm fine with taking damage. You know, I sort of like let it happen. I'm just like, oh, I guess it's not my time. You know, and then
Yeah,
I just
so-
sit there and just like singe. I'm just like, yeah, that's kind of painful.
You're going to burn your hands. You're going to take 4 damage that can't be ignored by armor.
Yeah, okay. I assume I'm not even wearing armor anymore. I mean, I might be. I don't know. What do I have on my body?
Clothes.
Okay.
You're still wearing your basic clothing, but you have none of your...
This is might, right?
Yeah. Well, all damage comes from might first, then speed, then intellect, unless it specifies otherwise.
Okay.
So you take 4 damage. Your hands are burned. It sucks, but you leave it over there long enough that destroying the rope from the damages sustained from the torch is trivial. Your arms are now free.
Okay. What around the room can I use to arm myself?
There's a stool.
Can I break off one of the legs?
Maybe not silently.
Okay.
So far, you haven't made much noise, but like shattering a stool on some rock would.
Okay.
Be
What
loud.
else is there? Anything else?
No, the torch.
There's some burnt rope.
Yeah, there's some burnt rope.
Okay.
There's the door to the room that you were in, which is just like a wood plank that has sort of been.
Okay. I'll just head out.
All right. There are 2 ways out. The passageway goes one way and the other way, left and right from your.
I mean, ultimately, I can't make a decision based on any information here. What's on the outside of both of these things? If I just look down the hallways and see what's on the other side.
Both directions out of this room are just a slight curving passage that is unlit.
Left. Always go
All right.
left.
Always go left.
Always go left.
You travel through the natural rock passage until the gentle curve light starts coming from the other side of the from beyond, further down. You hear no noise or any movement yet from anybody.
Okay.
Keep going then?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not hesitant,
Right.
So.
You come into a large room. The structure of this room appears to be a natural rock formation of 2 giant rocks that sort of rest against each other like this and make a triangle.
Okay.
And because of that triangle, they don't make a perfect ceiling, and light streams in from either direction.
Mm-hmm.
It has been laid out with wood tables, and it's sort of like a dining hall. And you'll notice that the dining hall is sort of randomly decorated. None of the silverware matches, but some of it's gold and some of it's silver, and this one's made out of synth. And hey, look, there's this golden plate thing on the wall, and also this really nice rug and carpet and some furs. Where did those come from? It's all very sporadically but also excessively decorated in here.
Mm-hmm.
And there is nobody.
Okay. Anything flammable in here?
Yeah, like the linens on the walls. The table is wood.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind if in case I need to make a distraction to get out of here or whatever. So I keep going.
There are 2 exits to this room. One keeps heading in the direction that your first hallway does, and the other is perpendicular to that.
I don't know, the left one?
Yeah, so same direction then. That's fine. This hallway is also unlit. It eventually opens up into an unlit bedroom. There are 6 beds separated by banners from outside to make sort of private spaces between them.
Okay.
They are
Is there any doors in here?
Nope.
Okay, I'll just turn around.
All right. Other way.
Yeah.
You go out. You come to a T-shaped room that has wooden like coat racks on the walls, and the coat racks also hold like harnesses and belts and daggers and pouches and like gear.
If I just do a quick perception check, can I just see if there's anything useful here?
Yeah, there is a set of daggers.
Okay.
You can see that, no problem. Any of this stuff would count as leather armor.
Do I still have my leather armor on?
No, you have your normal clothing, but not leather armor anymore.
Okay.
I mean, none of this is size to fit a child, but you could make do.
No, don't worry about that sort of stuff. What about the pouches? Anything like good in there?
The pouches have sort of unidentified like powders in them, and then one of them has shins. 15 shins to be specific.
Fuck it, I'll take that. I'll take the powder too.
Weird powder check. Are you taking a dagger?
Nah.
No dagger.
If I'm gonna walk out of here and they see me wearing a dagger, they're gonna be like, "Hey, why are you being aggressive?" And I'll be like, "No, I'm not."
Well, because you kidnapped me, but you know.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'll just grab that and sneak off.
Yeah. Main party.
Yes.
How are we rescuing him?
Are we going camo wall sneak in, or are we just gonna run in?
I like sneaking in.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any other ideas?
I just know I'm a flimsy piece of paper when it comes to taking.
Do you have any weapons?
Yeah.
I've got a blowgun.
Good enough. I mean, that's better than what I've got.
It shoots.
Sneaking up will let us get a good view of what's going on there too. So
Yeah.
I like the idea that you guys are sneaking up and I'm just like, doop, 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 just like walking straight out of this place. I got a bag of shins.
Milo's never been cautious.
And cocaine.
Yeah.
I found cocaine. Huh? What do you know?
Let's just
Alright,
radical.
well, I'm gonna activate the camo screen and start moving closer to the. Is there an entrance, like an obvious entrance?
Well, you're a little far away to make out features right now, but as you approach, you see that what this landmark is sort of lone, rocky pillar, and it is very clearly interlaced with sort of caves and openings, and you can see that wood scaffolding has been put up, and sort of also intentionally turned into like spiky outcroppings and stuff. You know, it's like it has the feel of an outpost or like a lone fort, and you see movement on the scaffolding, which would give people a very nice view of the surrounding lands, but of course you are approaching under cover of a camouflage screen. Does anyone take any action other than to approach further?
Do I notice any good possible like flanking positions?
Well, not when you're using a camo screen. It's generally leave the camo screen to flank.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, but it is.
I would be spotted probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Camo screen is pretty good tech.
Okay, yeah. I'll keep moving forward then.
All right, you guys are close. You guys are pretty darn close to this thing now. You can see that there is a ground-based opening, and the movement on the scaffolding appears to be 4 or 5 people fighting each other.
Man, again.
Are they training fighting, or are these people trying to kill each other?
As if on cue, one guy goes tumbling off of the scaffolding and impaled on like the decorative spiky wood.
So not play fighting then.
I mean, death is inevitable for everyone, Monty.
I think I just heard Milo.
So are they distracted to where they wouldn't notice us?
Yeah, they're just concentrating on the fight up there. You can't really make out what's going on, except for that there's a lot of movement and fighting. But there's the entrance right there. You could go in.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should take advantage of this and try to just get in, get Milo, and get out.
Comrades, I am going to wait here as I am not built for combat, and this camouflage screen provides me with full cover and safety.
Yeah, we'll leave him. I mean, we're at the entrance, so taking it in is probably not going to help us too much.
Sure.
Milo just sees the outside come into view, like
just walk into the
slowly
camera screen.
inches closer. Yeah.
You guys are going in?
Yeah, I'd like to sculpt flesh before we go in, though.
Sure.
Stay safe then.
The entrance hallway, first of all, you notice that it does have like a very significant, very thick wood door that would normally say be barred shut to intruders, potentially, and has been thrown open. And there are all sorts of dead people in the entranceway.
Milo's been busy.
Yeah.
Milo's definitely been here.
I can tell because the skulls are arranged in a triangle.
They are all sliced up, something fierce.
And here I am just being like, jingle, jingle, got me some shins. I'm just like walking around. It's been like, there's a pig spit going on somewhere that they've just abandoned. I just walk up, just take like a knife and just grab a little bit, chewing on some pig as I'm walking out, not giving a fuck.
Milo's living the life.
We need to, yeah. Opposed to that, we're like freaking out, and I'm like, we need to find Milo and get out of here.
Speaking of, Milo, you move further along, and you find your first body. It's a dead bandit.
I like the idea that everyone's like, "Oh my god, a dead body," and Milo's just like, and just like,
Milo's like, "Oh my god, a dead body! All right."
No, I just like sort of just like I walk
This is
up
my
to
jam.
it, and I'm like, "Oh
Just
my
step
god!"
over him and keep walking.
It's like, "Oh my god!" I step over him and it's like, "Is that silk?"
This guy's been major sliced. He looks like he was half dressed. He does have a sword in hand. The sword is unbloodied.
Yeah, okay. I just sort of look at him and it's like, What is a sword? Is that a medium?
Yeah, just a normal sword's just a medium weapon.
Okay, I'll just sort of pick that up. Yeah,
Alright.
does it have a sheath?
No,
Okay. Alright then.
it's a pretty okay sword. It is very decent.
Cool. I'll write it down. A very decent sword.
And just add in
You're a very
brackets at
decent
the end.
sword.
Pretty okay.
In brackets, pretty okay. Sword. Okay.
Main group.
Yes.
Yo,
All this slaughter in the front entranceway. Are you guys going deeper?
we need to get Milo.
Yeah.
You gotta get Milo.
I mean, he's obviously been here.
I walk out with a sword. I'm just like, "Hey guys," and he's just like, "What have you done?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
So after the front entranceway, the internal cave actually dips down.
Oh, this isn't me. Okay.
And you hear, you actually hear the sound of running water ahead through the natural cave passages.
Okay.
You open into I'm just going to go ahead and say it. This looks like a cave out of Skyrim.
So procedurally generated, and if you've been enough, you know exactly where you're going all the time?
Yeah, exactly. Like, the cave in Skyrim, there's an opening, lights coming in, but also there's the stalagmites and some water and some loot.
I like how you said
I hit the
cave. It's like...
I hit the tilde key and I type no clip.
Okay.
TGM.
You start falling through the world.
Great. Now you make me want to play fucking Fulcrum again.
You're falling through the world. You reach the sub-ocean, and you die.
Damn.
But if he's got no clip on, he can't.
Click on the.
No clip is not.
I click on the right. I click on the right trigger. I don't know what it's called, so it's not working out well. Never mind.
Mouse,
Just
right.
go on. Just go on.
All right.
No.
I'm sick.
Something.
Look, I might be a priestess of the moon, but you know how to kill a joke better than I do, so.
Whoa, fucking savage. Hey, you hear something splashing around in the water, like maybe past one of those stalactites.
Okay.
I inspect the
I
splashing.
look in the water.
Hey, it's
The
a
weekend.
skeleton.
Skeleton's moving?
Like an alive skeleton.
It's like an alive
man.
skeleton.
Is it like flash dancing in the water right now?
with like blades for arms and like one weird eye hole?
Well,
socket?
I warned you guys about the skeletons.
Yeah, that is true.
It attacks initiative.
Yeah.
Can I roll initiative as well?
Amazing. 10 out of 10. 10 out of
On your turn.
Oh, crap.
I
so
got a
then...
16.
Oh.
Oh!
Hey!
Hey, you guys all go first.
Does he get like a... Oh, wait, no, it just goes to the party, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, the whole party gets to go first. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that means. Who would like to go first? Of everybody who gets to go first
So it's just the one skeleton?
so far.
Yeah, but if you hit him, he turns into mini skeletons.
He's full. The skeleton's full of skeletons. I'm gonna smash him or bash him with my hammer.
4.
4. And the mod is 1, so that makes it 3. Is that how that works?
Do you have a mod?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bash.
Do you have a mod? Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Sweet. Oh god damn.
It is not a 1, though.
You don't have a
No.
very decent, pretty okay sword, though, so...
What else is happening with the party?
I mean, it is just a skeleton, so I guess I'm going to bash it with my fist claws.
Right, difficulty 4.
So I have a question about your push ability, Pian. If you push something that's being held together only by ligaments, can you break those ligaments?
It can't do damage of any kind.
What about if it pushes
Yeah, I
it?
can't hurt
When
it.
you destroy the skeleton, it turns to dust.
Huzzah!
Push the dust out of our faces. That way we don't eat skeleton dust.
Suddenly,
Do we get bone dust and like 2 gold coins from it?
no.
This isn't Morrowind.
Suddenly,
Okay.
No.
you hear
Okay.
more movement in the water, and from other stalactites, 3 more skeletons appear.
Oh god damn it! Are we in the back of the
I
cave that
take
we
my-
blocked off?
We just gotta find the generator and put blocks around it.
Just put
Wow,
some torches
that
down.
Minecraft fucking thing. Jesus.
Yes.
Nye and Otter, you both have an action.
I will razor ring, and I'm a razor ring one.
Well, because it's a light weapon, you have +1 to hit, so it's difficulty 3.
Haha. Haha.
Man, if only you had that +1 to actually hit.
Holy cow.
I take out my blowgun and I try to.
It is also a light weapon, so it is difficulty 3.
Haha! Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Wreckage, is there a
We
pig
don't
on...
fight good.
Is there a pig on the spit somewhere? I'm serious about getting a snack. I'm pretty hungry, so...
On your turn, you're going to desperately look for a snack.
Yeah, sure, I'll look for a snack.
Hey, look, there's like a bowl of olives.
Yeah, I'll just take the bowl with me. Just like... Oh, this one's got a pit.
Yeah, okay. Milo's eating a bowl of olives. Then the skeletons attack.
I mean, it's not like I have. It's not like I have skeleton senses tingling or anything like that.
I mean,
My
wouldn't your
undead.
armband be tightening?
What armband?
Yeah, I don't have.
Oh
that.
yeah, they stole it. Yeah. No.
There goes my
Monty,
artifact.
Monty, Co, and Otter.
Yeah.
I need you guys to make a speed defense difficulty 4.
Well, good thing I spent some XP and I have speed defense action now.
Okay.
So you said it was 4, so it's a 3. Yay! Oh, Otter, that's no good.
Okay, what happens?
So first things first, Monty and Otter both take 4 damage. If you have armor, obviously it is reduced. Then there's a free GM intrusion.
And wait, to might or speed is the damage. Speed? Because we did speed defense. Might?
Comes out of your might
All
first.
damage happens to might first.
Okay.
Yep.
Defense though, because you're dodging out of the way. You're not
Gotcha. Okay.
resisting it with your meat.
Yarp.
Okie dokie.
My meat.
All of everybody, including Milo, your senses turn to static for a moment, like all at once. You're not sure, and it slowly fades back in the same way that like a.
I dropped the ball of olives, and I'm like, "What's in those olives?"
No, those not food. Were those not food?
Oh,
I had a
God.
lot of them. Were those not food? As your senses slowly come back, as if a limb waking up, you hear like the end of rumbling.
I
didn't
look
do
for
it.
holes in the ground with fire coming out.
I didn't do it.
The way out has been blocked, as there are now rocks falling.
And a giant worm's corpse, but it's undead. And
Yeah.
one eye, and knives for hands.
Knives for hands.
My
So,
biggest curse is that I can't pick up things or hug kittens.
There are now rocks falling randomly. Something happened. Who knows? It is your guys' turn.
I fucking try to hit one.
Difficulty 3. Anybody else?
Yeah, that serves as a distraction, so I come in and bash.
Got it.
Got him.
What
Bam.
would your minor effect to be?
How many skeletons are there again?
There are 2 left now that you've destroyed 1.
Can I damage a second one with my swing?
Nope, but you can get a +1 to your next attack.
I'll do that.
All right.
Wreckage, can you put your mic closer again, please?
It's as close as it can be to my face.
But you suddenly got so much easier to hear when you did whatever you just did, so good job.
Didn't do anything.
Ooh.
What? Anybody else's?
I'm a slip and slash.
You're gonna slip and slash.
Darn it.
You're gonna miss and mash.
Man,
Yep.
imagine if you could see.
Monty.
I know.
That's okay, guys. I've got this.
Hey!
Both of them.
What would you like your major effect to be?
Can
A
I hit
major
both
effect-
of them?
Yes, a major effect can.
How about this? You push one of them, and he holds up a boulder for you guys to escape. He's like, "Go, get out of here."
I've always loved you.
Maybe you like. do the
I'm
Wolverine dive,
I'm Milo, just in
Just by,
skeleton
like,
form. No.
diving into them.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe just like the big cross sweep that he does in the cartoons, and it does like the line.
Yeah, you're allergic to that thing. Why are you holding it?
Do you know how many people tell me that?
You're gonna be miserable later.
It's
Like a dog going for a bone. You
Combat
get
is
both
over.
of them, and they
Combat
die.
is over. They are all dead.
Good.
Good job.
Hey guys, it's those skeletons again.
Fucking, what are the odds that the cave full of skeletons that we left unattended have now leaked?
Wait, did we go in the direction that we were heading in before?
Or that we came back from? Well, yeah, I mean, because there were all the banners and everything.
Yeah, well,
Shit.
we were going away, and he was going perpendicular, so we're kind of over here now, and the cave's here, the city was here, and now we're over there.
Okay. Can I spend this turn looking for my gear?
Well, you're no longer constrained by turn order.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just anything of value like artifacts, oddities, ciphers.
Sure. Why don't you roll me a perception? Difficulty 4.
Okay, so 3.
Yep.
Can I spend an XP to reroll it?
You can.
Cool, I will do that.
I'll never stop you guys from wasting XP on rerolls.
And this is intelligence, yeah?
It is an intelligence task.
Alright, I will drop it down to 2 then.
Okie doke.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. You can find a cipher.
Just a cipher?
With an 8?
I mean, there's no one here, so...
Yeah, I know, but there's also not stuff.
Okay.
You haven't found their stuff place.
Okay.
Uh,
D100?
Yeah, D100.
71.
All right. Do you want to stop and identify it?
Sure.
Then roll me Numenera difficulty 3.
Say 2.
Yep.
Yep.
Bam.
Okie doke. Let's see what it is. Survey says potato salad.
Oh, I fucking love potato salad. It's a magical potato salad that gives you inspiration and the power of flight.
Actually, I need to roll 1d100 again.
Oh.
Okay. 3.
That would be a lot more interesting if like the ciphers like took weird forms like that, where it's like it's potato salad. When you eat this potato salad, you grow armor.
I would eat a potato salad that gave me armor.
Right?
I'll be like sitting in plate mail at home, and then the girlfriend will come home and she'll be like, "Did you eat the potato salad again?" I'm like, "Girl to the charge."
I was saving that.
I wanted armor for my next quest. It's like, well, I was hungry. So.
All right, you get a mass nodule. It's a
Fuck
crystal
yeah.
nodule affixed to an object or creature. If attached to an object or unresisting creature, the nodule adheres for 1 hour. The object or creature's weight increases by a factor of 10, rendering most creatures unable to move and most objects unmovable by creatures whose level are less than the cipher level.
That's a thing.
Increasing objects.
You make things very, very massive.
Object size?
Massive in this sense to mean
No, it doesn't
heavy.
increase their size, it increases their weight.
Oh, so yeah, okay, cool, yeah.
So if we wanted to break through the floor, I could make like the statue like super heavy, for example.
Yeah, you can make a statue super heavy. Like
Yeah.
if this was like a Legend of Zelda game and you had to push a switch down, but you only had a barrel and it didn't weigh enough, you could make the barrel
So
weigh
the
enough.
level,
okay.
the level would
Yeah.
be 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
So a level 6 creature would still be able to move if you ended up putting it on them.
Okay.
So that is some loot.
Nice. Okay. Well, I just keep pooping around, I guess.
All right. Guys, how you feel? There's skeletons. The passageway has been blocked off.
Not good.
I mean, something's clearly going on here, so I think we probably want to find the kid and get out.
I think so.
Find the kid and find a way out. Maybe just find a way
Good
out.
idea.
Ideally, we find Milo.
Yeah.
Yes. Hopefully. Maybe.
I like to think of my Milo as like Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone. You know, like that's what I'm imagining. Like all the adults are freaking the fuck out. You guys are the adults, and I'm just at home just eating ice cream, and I just been like.
That is pretty much what happened in Home Alone.
I
But
need
tell
my
me.
kid, and I'm just like fucking watching nudie flicks on the TV.
I think that's how that movie went. I'm pretty sure. Weren't there also skeletons in Home Alone?
Yeah,
Pretty
there
sure.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was called
Yeah.
the Wet Bandits.
Sticky bandits.
Red Bandits. Oh, that was
So-
so stupid.
We continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
What's the lighting situation here? Should I be cracking a torch?
There are
Cave
still
light.
like
Holes in the roof.
Still
Yeah, there's-
okay.
it is an imperfect cave with many spots of light that come through.
Right. I didn't know if whatever caused the cave in blocked anything off or not, but
Right. The lighting situation is still good.
Okay.
You guys proceed through a hallway, and it's Milo. Milo, it's them.
Milo.
I'm like carrying like all this stuff. I've got like a piece of pig hanging out my mouth. I'm like, hey guys, what's up?
what the hell happened to you?
I don't know. A man punched me in the back of the head, and I woke up here.
What's down that way?
Hmm?
I said, this exit's blocked. What's down that way?
A bedroom.
That's it?
Oh, and I guess some furs.
But no way out?
I don't know. I've been one way.
Well,
I'll check the other way.
Are there other
Okay.
ways for us to go?
Yeah, there was another hallway.
that's
So-
pretty much our only option here,
Guess
Milo.
we have to go that way then.
All right,
Anybody gonna mention the?
Oh,
Were you responsible for those bodies out there?
What do you think?
Milo, you
I
remember
don't
the
think so.
skeleton? Remember the skeletons that we had locked in the cave?
Yeah, we dealt with them easily. No problem.
Yeah, they were really inconvenient that they showed up in hordes, huh? And we left them unattended.
Well, we don't have to worry about them ever again, huh?
Are you armed, Milo? Do you need a weapon?
No,
Let's go.
I've got this. I've got this very decent, pretty okay sword. You know, like.
The skeletons are back, Milo. The skeletons are back. The ones that we left unattended in the cave.
Oh.
Yes. It's
See, this is
unfortunate.
why you need the moon god, because shit like this keeps walking around like it's not dead yet.
I know. Well, let's just maybe next time not leave them unattended in the cave.
That's someone else's problem.
Well, I'm
No,
glad
I
you're
think-
okay, Milo.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
me
missing
too.
I'm missing all of my stuff, but I found a
Oh.
bag of white powder.
Do you know
That's
what it
not for
is?
children.
I open it up and I sniff it. No?
You fall asleep.
Do I?
Yeah.
It's like open up. Sweet. I got sleeping powder.
Sleeping powder.
Oh
my God.
So
Milo just.
I'm gonna end the episode on Milo being like, "I got some powder."
I didn't shove it up my nose. I just opened the bag, went. And if
Yep.
that's enough to put you out, man, that's some good shit. I found like a whole bag of this
Yeah.
really
we have
strong
some good
shit.
sleeping powder.
Well, like under most circumstances, people would have resistance rolls, but you were like, "I smell the powder."
That's
mean-
great.
It's like, I make the powder into a liquid, put it into a syringe, and poke it into my eye. What happens, Wreckage?
I think your heart stops.
No, my heart sleeps. Thank you.
Sure.
That's how that works.
All right, let's do some shout-outs and get the fuck out of here. Pien, start with you.
Hello, I'm Pian, and I made mistakes petting my guinea pig because I'm very allergic to.
Really?
You held him, you were like, oh, let me just rub it all over my
I gotta say, that's one of the biggest guinea pigs I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, he's fucking huge.
Also,
he's so fat. Well, I mean, there's also that, but like, no, he's a hefty guinea pig.
Why do you get a hairless guinea pig?
Because
They're ugly.
And also, pet ownership isn't just like, well, this one makes me allergic, so I'm gonna trade it in for one that doesn't.
Yeah. I'm Pian. You can find me on other people's Twitch channels. On Mondays, I'm at twitch.tv/Tuxtradamus. Hey, Tux. For some Blades in the Dark. Or wait, no, wait a second. No. Tuesdays, I'm on twitch.tv/Sargula for some Uncharted Worlds. Wednesdays, I'm on twitch.tv/Tuxtradamus for some Open Legend. Thursdays, I'm here. And then Saturdays, I'm at twitch.tv/Tuxtradamus for Blades in the Dark. Those are the places you can find me. That's all I got.
Speaking about...
Don't hold your pets that you are allergic to.
Speaking about Tuxtradamus, let's go on over to Tuxtradamus. Hello.
Hey,
sir.
everybody. I am the aforementioned Tuxtradamus. Thank you for joining us tonight and getting in some dank Numenera. As Pian said, we have Wednesday night. We got some Long Fall. Now on Saturdays, we got Blades. More things will be coming in the future. Check out tomorrow because I not do anything tomorrow? Shit. If I'm not doing anything tomorrow, I'll probably be doing some Prey. So that'll be cool. And have a great night.
Speaking about night, let's go on over to the country where it's currently day.
Makes sense.
Hello, Doc Gas from Australia. How are you doing?
I'm doing confused. Interesting segue. You,
I'm doing
you work with what
confused.
you've got, but seriously, that was a pretty fucking weird segue.
Look, man, I don't make segues. I just ride them into infinity, okay? That's what I do. All aboard, train, SS, get the fuck out of here.
I don't make monkeys, I train them.
Fucking wow. So what are you up? What up? What's going on?
You can find me here where we fuck up games and talk shit. That's about it, right?
Mm-hmm. And last but not least, from the player side of things, we have Mr. Sputnik, aka Brad Isler. What up, sir? How you doing?
What's up? You can find me on Twitch, streaming most days. You can search YouTube for Sputnik_71. My channel will pop up there. And you can look for Motion Sickness the Show on iTunes and SoundCloud. That is my new podcast. And yeah, I'm here, Thursdays and Fridays. Tomorrow's Omen. And yeah, that's about it. Thumbs up.
Last but not least, we have GM, Dr. Wreckage.
Hi, I am Dr. Wreckagemans. I am doing this show and Void Barons on this channel, and if you would like me to do more on this channel, you will come to on Saturday or perhaps another day when we will be doing a stream where we will be talking about a possible other show.
Why are you talking like a... Anyway, yeah, that's true. We might be doing a World of Darkness setup episode. I'm not sure when, but we're looking at this Saturday. Tux, Brian, you guys good for Saturday?
Yeah, I'll be busy noon to 3 my time.
What time is that in our time? What time is it now?
Right now it is 11:45 p.m.
What time did we start this?
At 8 p.m. my time.
Okay, so we could probably go a little earlier. Tux, what about you? You free Saturday?
If we do earlier on Saturday, I'm good.
Okay. So we'll talk after this. We'll try and organize
Sure.
something. I'll try and get Tuesday to come in as well because she's sounding like she wants to play with us.
Awesome.
And yeah, we'll be like doing a discussion on the World of Darkness campaigns that we're going to be picking up for the replacement for Night City on Mondays at
Essentially,
5
we
p.m.
have
PST.
multiple options and choices, and rather than
rather than making a decision ourselves, we're going to elaborate on everything, and then we're going to give the players a chance to put their votes in for what they want, and then we're going to turn to the community and make a voting poll where everyone will be able to submit their votes essentially, and from that we'll decide on what our next game is going to be. It's going to be a decision by committee, I guess, for the most part. Something we've never done here before, but it is what it is. So, Wreckage, when are you starting streaming again, man? Now that you're back?
Well, that phone call that I just got during the stream was my mom informing me that the buyers that we had lined up for our house have decided to cancel.
Fuck.
So we're right back into me probably staying at a friend's house for a few more weeks. So I just really can't start anything until my life is less hectic and more predictable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a shame. I'd love to be streaming PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds right now because I'm playing a lot of it. I'd love to be streaming Path of Exile when I play that. I would have loved to stream Dead Cells, but I totally beat that game, so I'm done with it now. I mean, I beat as much content as there is because it's early access. So I'm excited for that game to have more content because I already gave me like probably 60 hours of play. And that was just the early access. So, yeah. The answer to your question is as soon as I am in a new house.
Cool. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. It was kind of lackluster in chat, but it is what it is. I honestly just don't think Numenera plays that well with a live audience. So, if you haven't already done so, consider following the channel. And if you're feeling real saucy, why not throw a sub my way and get access to a collection of cocks that you can use all over Twitch. You can get a cock with a nice symbol. You can get a cock with a face palming. All that sort of stuff is going to be open to you. And then you also get special bonuses. Like, for example, in this upcoming vote as to what the next Die Party game is, you will get an extra vote. Your vote will be worth more. The same thing goes for the Patreon. If you want to support the Die Party stuff, you can go over there and do that. And the Patreon votes will count for an extra thing as well. So it's going to be good. It's going to be excellent. I can't wait to see more. Speaking about Die Party and seeing more, you can check out the schedule, ! Schedule. I will be going full-time with streaming for a bit after this, probably for about a year or two, so we'll see how we go with that. And yeah, so new changes incoming, I guess. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Omen, coming up tonight. For me.
Tomorrow.
For everyone else. So, bye-bye.